Thank. 'Cause 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 Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to DBL. It is Thursday, October 15th. I'm Tori here with Jeff. And that's it, because Lindsay is in cyberspace somewhere.
Having a little... She's in the cloud.
She's in the cloud, and no one knows what that means. No one knows what the cloud is. So, Lindsay, if you're out there, we'll call you. We'll get you as soon as we can get you technically attached. All right, let's move on to some stories today.
Good transition.
Thanks
Good
so
transition
much.
there.
Very harsh. 60,000. That's how many cases of COVID-19 were reported in the United States yesterday. That number has Dr. Fauci very worried about the holidays. He's got a warning no one wants to hear. Sorry for the bad news. Take a look.
You may have to bite the bullet and sacrifice that social gain.
That we won the championship right next to somebody?
Instead of being in a close-knit group, spreading it all around, I think that spreads it out. That's what Dr. Fauci's saying.
Listen, we all know I'm not a scientist or anything close to that, but that is insane to me.
I think that scientifically,
let's talk to our very own doctor, because that mathematically that doesn't make any sense.
So let's talk to Dr. Coley. Is it more of a breeding ground? How does that make sense to scientifically? How does that make any sense? Let's get to the megaphone. 57% of you say yes, you're canceling. So more than half, but it's right in the middle right there. Man, it's going to be a tough holiday season, isn't it?
If not, just go to a holiday with 1,000 people. You won't get it there at all.
Boy. I wish I had 1,000 friends. Okay, how about Halloween? Bad news for trick-or-treaters. The CDC says it's really, really high risk for spreading COVID-19, but that's not stopping people from celebrating. Like this home in Los Angeles. Whoa, the decorations make the house look like it's on fire. They did such a good job, actually, that neighbors called 911. I would bust in that door. I'd be the hero that wasn't a hero. I'd be the anti-hero.
Is that a Halloween fable?
Yeah,
you would not
it
jump
went
in that
very
door.
wrong. Or this creative homeowner in New York, yes, that's a giant spider.
Oh, that's awesome.
See, I want to be that family, but I'm just not that creative.
No, and it seems like a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Seems like a lot of work.
Can I just put up a gravestone and call it a day?
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't care.
A couple pumpkins.
We're fine. I actually want to show you what I have up. Is that okay?
Yes,
All
I
right,
would love
take a
to
look
see
at
that.
my decorations here. So first we have this guy that looks like the Ghostbuster guy from
Wait a second. This is your house?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's a goblin.
What?
Okay.
If I were the
there's
neighbor,
more.
I'd
Oh,
call the
that's it?
police
I
about-
sent you guys like 10 pictures. That's all we get. That did not show off my house very well. But we have them all lit with like orange and gold, and we have ghosts swinging with the goblin. And then in the front, we have a whole gravestone with lights coming up and a skeleton hand coming out of the bushes.
So wait, you just said it seems like a lot of work. That sounds like a lot
I
of
went
work.
to Michael's. This person made an animatronics like Jurassic Park spider.
But that was a lot. We just put pumpkins up. I'm more into Christmas. I'm just waiting to November 1st to put up my Christmas decorations because I'm kind of get, you know.
So are Lawson and Layton going to go trick-or-treating?
No, again, we have a small gathering, which is the super spreader of them all, of neighbors in our little cul-de-sac that we're just 4 houses, 5 houses.
Yeah.
We got
It's
it.
like a
Happy
pod.
Halloween,
It's like a
right?
pod.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
We're all staying outside. The kids are just going to dress up, say trick or treat to the people that we know are okay with it, vice versa with
That's
their
nice.
kids. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah, we're doing a scavenger hunt on our block. So each kid gets like one piece of candy. You're not all reaching in. So you're like, find a piece of candy in Tori's bushes. All right, speaking of the holiday season, remember buying gifts for Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa? It looks like that's taken a hit too. More than half of Americans say they're cutting back on buying presents this year and even plan to skip the mall altogether. Meanwhile, what hasn't changed? Holiday travel. Wah, wah. You'd expect flights to be cheaper, not the case. Experts say you should still book your flights early because just like any other year, tickets are going to be more expensive closer to the holidays. I guess I'm going to ask the DBL Nation here, and please write me in on Facebook or YouTube. My mom wants me to come. She's immune compromised. She's older. She's really, she could get sick very easily. I don't want to come, and I feel guilty. So DBL Nation, if you're a parent or a kid or a grandparent, how do I fix this situation? I'll pay you $150, like a therapy session. It's tricky.
It's very tricky. I think everyone's in the same boat. I'm in the same boat.
Are your parents wanting you home?
Well, I mean, I kind of want to go home. They kind of want to
know.
come here. We all want to be together because we've never
Weird.
not been together, you know,
Right.
my whole life. So it's a weird thing, and I think everybody's struggling through this very thing right now. But listen, I don't mean to scare people out there, but I feel like another wave might be coming. I hope it doesn't. I hope we, tone it down. But I don't want to be part of that wave,
I know,
right? I don't want to be
contribute.
traveling all over and then bring it to my parents, minus the immunocompromised. My parents are not, luckily, but they are older, right?
Yeah.
And it concerns me that I'm going to bring my kids who touch everything at the airport, and you're breathing on each other, and then you're in an airplane. It seems like a lot to me.
I know, and it makes it so much more stressful.
But look I always bash technology. We have that technology with the portals, with the FaceTimes, like you could still have a Christmas, open presents, set up the portal over here, let the kids open their presents while they send presents and vice versa.
It's not the same, and
Of
I haven't
course
hugged
it's
my
not, but
mother in 2020.
That's the safe
I know.
way to do it.
It's sacrifice, and that's what's the patriotic thing to do. You're absolutely right. Coming up on DBL, please help me with my problem. She's Jewish. It's not easy. The biggest moments from the Billboard Music Awards: John Legend, Lizzo, Demi Lovato, and a major blast from the past from En Vogue. And as we go to break, we got to thank our coworkers. They're producing this entire show from home with some magic and some Bisquick. We'll be right back.
Pretty Woman.
It wasn't good.
Kiss. You know?
Oh, when she's in the bath?
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
Kiss. All right, welcome back to DBL. That was En Vogue bringing the house down with their 90s hit, Free Your Mind, at the Billboard Awards. I do sound like that last night. It was another award show without an audience, live at least, as is the new normal these days. Host Kelly Clarkson, who I really love, did her best to bring that energy into the empty Dolby Theater, kicking things off with her rendition of Steve Winwood's Higher Love. Some moments that stood out: Lizzo accepted her award for top song Sales, wearing a black and white Vogue dress. She encouraged people to use their voice and refuse to be suppressed. And Demi Lovato, we've spoken a lot about her this year. She performed her controversial song Commander-in-Chief. Let's take a look.
We were taught when we were young.
What award shows now, political message, is it? I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
I've come around a little on this,
Okay,
and I talked about it before. Here's my thing. I think it's more of their responsibility than it is their duty, should I say? Like, I feel like if they don't do it, they're going to get more pushback than if they do it.
Right, like
and
the brand needs to do it.
Right, they have a platform, they have a voice to explain what's going on, because I think we take it for granted that everybody just understands what's going on in the world at all times because they're so plugged into Twitter or Instagram, and that's not the way the world works. Some people need to understand how to vote. That naked voting thing,
naked ballot, yep.
I mocked, but I didn't know that there was a certain way that you had to put it in this envelope, then put it in another envelope, so it made sense, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's more of their duty to do this now. But my whole thing is, as I ramble on because there's no Lindsay, is here's the thing. I was fast forwarding yesterday. I was on the fast forward button. I watched the whole awards.
A lot of
in
people
about
were.
7
A lot of people
minutes.
were. Yeah.
I think people are going to figure out award shows like Office Space. Stay with me here. Do you know how most people are at home now, and some major companies are like, we have floors and floors of empty office space. When things go back to normal, we don't need this many people in the office. We could get rid of some of these office spaces. We have too many award shows. We need to get rid of some office space.
I agree with you on this. Take some cubicles out, am I right? I was trying to play.
You were
with the metaphor. It didn't work.
Got like some singing in there.
Get off of cubicles. I will say this though. I think that people realize, especially right now, that politics is more personal. That it's not just like I'm doing this to be on the right or I'm doing this to be on the left. I'm doing this because it affects my body, my race, my gender, and I think more people are realizing how very personal politics can be, and I think that's super important. I did want to bring up John Legend really quick. He sang a song and he dedicated it to his wife Chrissy, and he didn't say anything. Or they both lost a child, and that made me stop and cry. So I just wanted to appreciate that's a good husband and
I did stop on John Legend because his voice is just like so calming. No, the complete opposite of what you just did is what John Legend is to me.
Free your mind. Coming up on DBL, our medical pro, thank God, Dr. Coley. She's going to clarify the latest COVID-19 headlines about herd immunity. It's vital info you guys don't want to miss. Stay with us.
It's only a...
Welcome back to DBL. If there's been one consistency throughout this whole pandemic, it's that very little has remained consistent.
So wow. you have me engaged.
I'm in there. I'm hooking you. That's what my job is, especially when it comes to the news. That's why we bring in the one and only Dr. Coley, who I love. She joins us live with the facts. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
She told me, don't feel guilty. She texted me, don't go home, and I think she's right. I appreciate that. I love you, Dr. Coley, too much. All right.
You're protecting your mom, Tori. You're doing the right thing. So
I really do appreciate that.
I think America's struggling with the same question.
It's very relatable, isn't it? And I appreciate you saying that. All right, we want you to weigh in on this. The recent news out of the White House. A senior official has praised the concept of herd immunity. And I'm saying it like H-E-R-D, guys, like herd of a group of animals, as a way out of the pandemic. But just this morning, Dr. Fauci had some very strong words about it. Let's take a look.
If you let infections rip, as it were, and say, let everybody get infected that's going to be able to be getting infected, and then we'll have herd immunity, quite frankly, that is nonsense.
Nonsense. Doc, can you remind us what that is, and do you think it's also nonsense?
So Tori, herd immunity is the concept that if enough people in the herd or the community have immunity to the virus, you can actually slow or stop the spread of the virus, and you can protect those in the herd that may not have immunity. So there's two ways to achieve herd immunity. One is through the vaccine, which is really the preferable way, and the other is what the White House administration is suggesting, which is to let it rip and just have people get infected and recover. And in addition to Dr. Fauci's nonsense, I would add that I think it's pure and simple insanity. Wow. The idea of using herd immunity as a public health strategy is ridiculous. It's going to result in essentially millions and millions of people dying unnecessarily. It's going to lead to the fact that a lot of people will have long-term complications. And as we've seen with reinfection occurring, it may not even last. So, you know, people are getting reinfected now for the second time. So even if you get the infection once, there's no guarantee that you'll have immunity. And to have herd immunity, you need to have sustained immunity.
Wow. Well, she didn't hold back on that.
No, and I like that. I think you kind of answered my question I'm about to ask here, doctor. It says some health experts have called herd immunity another term for mass murder. I don't even like that term. You kind of answered my question. I have a personal question that I want to ask you, Dr. Coley. What were you listening in when we talked about, I think it was Dr. Fauci, when he said the small gatherings are spreading this virus the most? What
It's absolutely right, Jeff. Well, so what he means by that is that earlier in the pandemic, we were talking about the protests, the rallies, the large public gatherings that we thought were really driving the spread. But as you've seen all over the country, even here in Colorado for us, the numbers are going up like crazy. We had 1,000 new cases here in Colorado on Tuesday. Wow. We're having 50,000 new cases a day in the country. And that's really being driven by those small gatherings because people have been lulled into this sense of complacency that if it's only 2 or 3 families or 2 or 3 people getting together, it's okay. But what they're not realizing is that you have to be going steady with those 2 or 3 families. So you can't have 2 or 3 different families every weekend because by definition, that's almost like getting all those people together in one big gathering when you're getting them together, you know, every weekend, even if they're in smaller gatherings. So I think that's concerning because Thanksgiving is coming, Christmas is coming, people want to get together, they want to celebrate with their families, but it's really these small gatherings that are now fueling the numbers that we're seeing in the country.
Scary. And they're happening so much more often than those big gatherings, too. We also just learned about the first case of reinfection in North America. People have been asking me about this all day. What impact does this have on herd immunity?
You know, you guys, this is behaving more and more like the common cold. So if the immunity doesn't sustain, you know, herd immunity is not going to be possible. So we have to think about that because if we can catch it multiple times, then herd immunity, whether it's through vaccine or through natural infection, is going to be much harder to achieve.
Wow. Wow, wow. Reinfection, not something I wanted to hear about. Thank you so much for at least easing my mind on what to do and letting everybody know the actual facts. We really appreciate it. Thanks, Doc. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for some sweet, sweet deals. I was planning.
Can you sing it for the billboards? Could you do it
Yeah.
again? Could you start over?
Okay, ready? Welcome back to DBL. It's time for some sweet, sweet deals for your life. Earlier, Stephanie showed me hot products at unexpectedly low prices. Of course, I do it. Here's DBL Deal Blast, presented by MorningSave.com. All right, what do you have for us today, Stephanie?
Hey Tori, I'm here at home and I've got some amazing products that you guys are gonna love. Now, a lot of us are working from home right now, so this is a really cool product to help you out. Ooh. It's the iHome Color LED swivel lamp with a wireless charger. So it's got a touch LED swivel lamp, so you can choose your light as bright or as low as you like, and it also charges your phone. It's got a pad on it here, so it's wireless. It's so cool. Now, this snazzy device is normally $90, but we've got it for $35, which means you're saving 61%. Next, I've got something that's going to make your home smell amazing. It's the Pure Daily Care Ultimate Aromatherapy Diffuser and Essential Oil Set. It comes with 7 different ambient light modes, which we love, and it also comes with all these amazing essential oils. You get 10 of them, and it comes in this stand so you can display them all together. These are normally $175, but we've got it for our viewers for $49, which means they're saving 72%. Oh, it gets better. It gets better because, Tori, these are the Easy Slice 3-piece knife set. So these are revolutionary knives. They just slice through food like a professional chef. Normally this set is $50, but we've got them for $19, so that's saving 62%. Last, we've got the Vanity Planet Blend Party 10-piece oval makeup brush kit. Normally these are $80, but we've got them for $15, which means you're saving 81%.
Unbelievable. Head on over to MorningSave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit MorningSave.com on your smartphone. Thank you so much, Steph. Before we go, I should check out the right camera. Check out this video of a Zamboni on fire, all right? So this ice resurfacing machine is called a Zamboni. It burst into flames in a hockey rink in upstate New York. While the driver was operating it, no one was on the ice at the time, and the driver's okay. He managed to put out the flames once he got the Zamboni off the ice. Talk about fire and ice.
I was going to say the same thing.
Say that?
I was like, if you're going to have a fire, you might as well have it on that fire and ice thing.
Did you know the word?
Is it symbolic?
It's kind of like a...
Symbolic to what?
Like the earth. Did you know about Zambonis? The name?
Yes,
people
of course.
A lot of people don't know it's called a Zamboni.
You said it 10 times.
I just wanted to make sure people knew. Also, here's some more decorations from my house. So we got,
oh, it has a friend.
Yeah, it is a friend. There's one. Then we got some cool, scary pumpkins.
Are they?
And then look at this.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Huh?
All right. Woo. Happy Halloween. Very symbolic.
Free your mind. DBL's new every day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Blast Live.
Is Thanksgiving canceled this year because of coronavirus? Dr. Fauci has a warning.
You may have to bite the bullet and sacrifice that social gathering.
Head-turning Halloween decorations, one so realistic it has people calling 911. And is this the scariest spider ever? The author of Mariah Carey's tell-all book is spilling all the deets to DBL.
So there are several people who were quite worried.
And Demi Lovato gets political, performing her new song on the Billboard Awards.
Commander-in-Chief, honestly, if I did the things you do, I couldn't sleep.
Plus, a blast from the past with En Vogue.
Free your mind, and the rest will follow.
Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Thank you, Chris. Welcome to DBL. It is Thursday, October 15th. I am Sam here with Jeff. Hey, hey.
What's up?
How are you?
I feel good.
You do?
Yeah.
You always feel good.
Friday Junior.
He's still trying to make that a thing, Erica. Erica joining us from home. How are you, E?
I'm wonderful. I just got a special delivery from my husband, so I was trying not to get him on the show.
What's a special delivery? Yeah, you need to clarify. What is that?
Oh, he printed out my script.
Oh, Anthony also Erica's assistant.
And he did it with that cute face. You know, he's all happy.
He's perfect. He really is. They both are. All right, let's get to the top of the stories. Unfortunate news, very sad news, 60,000. So that's how many cases of COVID-19 were reported in the United States just yesterday. That number has Dr. Fauci very worried about Thanksgiving. He has a warning no one wants to hear. Watch.
You may have to bite the bullet and sacrifice that social gathering unless you're pretty certain that the people that you're dealing with are not infected.
And also researchers say small house gatherings are spreading the virus the most. So DBL Nation, we want to hear from you. Are you canceling traditional Thanksgiving plans? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. This is so upsetting to me. I mean, this pandemic, I know, listen, we're all fortunate because we have not, lost any family members. We're all still working, and I'm very grateful for those blessings.
Right.
But we all want to see our family members. We all want to spend Thanksgiving with our family members. And I know that all of our DBL viewers must be feeling the same way. What are you going to do for Thanksgiving?
I'm going to have to skip it,
Me too.
in hopes that something comes before Christmas, right? I think Christmas, at least in my family, is the big family gathering. I could do without Thanksgiving. I could do FaceTime for Thanksgiving. But Christmas, hopefully there's something in place by then. The thing I want to push back a little bit here is the small gatherings spread the virus the most. I don't know how much I agree with that. If you're getting together with your neighbor or just a small group of people outside, that's more of a spreader than getting together at Sturgis or college parties or Vegas or football games or these giant, whatever they may be. Those aren't super spreaders?
Because I think they're more common. We just found out that our neighbor, our direct neighbor, has COVID. Thank goodness we never had any get-togethers with him, but we very well could have because we adore him. So I think, of course, Sturgis and all of those, Erica, and chime in, are super spreaders. But because there's such a commonality, people feel a lot more comfortable and confident meeting up with neighbors like we would have with our neighbor. We overlook the fact that this virus is still very contagious and very real. So I think my lucky stars that we never met up with our neighbor a week ago, which we easily could have, Erica, and now he has COVID.
Yeah, I think when you're dealing with smaller groups of people, there's this understanding of like, do we share the same philosophy on quarantine? Do we share the same philosophy on how we conduct ourselves? And then based on that little data, which isn't scientific at all, that's how we kind of make our decisions on who we're going to hang around. And then we're not practicing the same types of precautions that we would if they were strangers. I did get a chance to go home and see my family. It was something that we took months to plan, and we have been tested, and I have another test coming up in just a little bit, actually. So just doing those things gave us a little bit of confidence to get together, but as a result, we aren't going to get together for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, same. Wow. Well, we are all in this together, DBL Nation. Let me look at the megaphone. We got 54% of you say no. You're not canceling traditional Thanksgiving plans. Interesting. Write us in and let us know your plan and how you're going to do that. All right, so what about Halloween? We love Halloween, right? Well, bad news for trick-or-treaters. The CDC says it's really high risk for spreading COVID-19, but that's not stopping people from celebrating, thank goodness, like this home in LA. Whoa, the decorations make the house look like it's on fire. In fact, they did such a good job, neighbors actually called 911. Or this creative homeowner, ooh, I love that. That's in New York, you guys, and yes, that is a gigantic spider. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite holiday. My husband and I got married on Halloween. Erica, I know that you guys have been decorating. Can you tell us a little bit about your decor, and then I'll jump in as well. And then I want to know if you've started decorating.
Seems like a lot of work.
Oh, Erica.
Well, I got my Halloween decorations like 2 months ago. I completely bought out TJ Maxx and Ross. I love going there. It's like a scavenger hunt, you know? So I got, I think we have a picture. There's some photos of kind of like the theme.
Ooh, I like the skulls.
We're going with, yeah, with the boots, like the witch boots and the broom. Yeah, I wanted to go a little, you know, like dark, but a little chic.
Erica, you're always chic.
I wouldn't expect anything else.
I wouldn't either. My husband and I go all out. In fact, my husband makes our decorations. So we have some photos. He made so that's our huge scarecrow that he made.
Oh, you went pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, we go all out. That's his Jack Skellington that he made out of pipes, y'all. And then he went to Joann's Fabrics. And we just put skeletons all over the house. So we put skeletons all over the house, spiders, spider webs, and that's actually like really easy, inexpensive things you can do. Because you can go to Home Depot, get a skeleton for $30.
Yeah.
You can get spider webs off of Amazon for like $3. So those were like the inexpensive things we did. But actually by him making those two gigantic decorations, those were cheap too.
Yeah, and now that you have a home, you could store those away and then use them year after year. Was something like I didn't really put into consideration because I'm so used to living in an apartment.
Right.
So we just had pumpkins this year, and plus, I'm just gonna get through pumpkins with Thanksgiving, and you know what I mean. And then I'm gonna go big for Christmas.
Are you? You always do.
I already have a Christmas. Listen, before you jump, we already have a ceramic one, like the Whoville Christmas tree, because we went to ceramics.
You didn't put it up yet, did you?
It's out. It's out.
Jeffrey?
Listen, the kids painted it with us, and it was like a family project, so we just put it out.
He's skipping Halloween.
I'm on your side, Jeff. I'm on your side.
You can't skip Halloween and Thanksgiving and go right to Christmas.
In 2020,
Sam, it's 2020. There are no rules. There are no rules in 2020.
I say just put up your Christmas tree and drink pumpkin spice and be happy. Don't read the internet. Be happy.
Okay. All right. I think we should go
Stay
holiday
merry.
by
That's
holiday.
right.
All right. I'm in the minority. Okay. So speaking of the holiday season, remember buying gifts for Christmas or Hanukkah? Well, it looks like that's taking a hit too. More than half of Americans say they are cutting back on buying presents this year and even plan to skip the mall altogether. Meanwhile, what hasn't changed? Well, holiday travel. You'd expect flights to be cheaper, right? No, not the case. Experts say you should still book your flight early because just like any other year, tickets will be more expensive closer to the holidays. What are you doing for the kids this year? Are you going to be spending more? Like, I also read a different statistic saying that some parents, you know, the ones that are fortunate to still have jobs, will be buying more toys because they feel so guilty that their children aren't in school and missing out on so many play dates.
Right.
Where are you going to fall in this?
I want to give my kids the world, right? But I do want to teach them a lesson that they don't get 1,000 presents, right? If you really want one thing, and they're still little, right? So they don't even know that we're going to buy them one of those cars that they could both sit in. Oh. So it's like, that's their big Christmas present for both of them. I don't know why I'm sharing it with the whole world. But you know what I mean? That's their big present, and we're just going to give them a couple of small things to open. I don't want to spoil them, even though I want to. I want to teach them, like, listen, you have to be appreciative of the things that you have. Don't want for more.
You and I are very similar. I'm going to be doing the same thing. But Erica, I'm curious about you, because Erica, you are one of the most generous people I've ever met. Like, for instance, if anything great happens to any of our colleagues here, Erica will show up with a bottle of champagne. She's super generous. When you have kids, or if you choose to have kids, I should say, Erica, are you going to spoil them rotten or no?
No, not at all. I know people, I can only speculate, but my husband and I weren't raised that way, and I can't imagine that I would want to do that. I mean, to each his own, but I just know how I feel when I receive something that I haven't really earned. It just doesn't mean as much. So I wouldn't want to kind of ruin their experience by doing that, but I can understand the other side of why people choose to do that.
All right. No Kylie Jenner and Erica, I guess.
No, I think that's a good lesson. I mean, not to knock people who get their kids the world. I understand that too, but I think we're on the same boat. You got to teach them lessons, you know?
Mm-hmm. You do.
Yeah. I wish Erica would have said that. It would have came out more educated. I'm like, you don't get that stuff.
Erica, don't go away. Coming up on DBL, the biggest moments from the Billboard Music Awards. John Legend, Lizzo, Demi Lovato, and a major blast from the past from In Vogue, plus weakness in the workplace, the words and phrases you should avoid to maintain a sense of strength in the office or your home office. And as we go to break, we thank our coworkers who are producing the show from home because of this pandemic. We miss you. We'll be right back.
See yourself.
Welcome back to DBL. Working from home may have gotten you a little relaxed, like wearing sweatpants instead of suits, but apparently how we speak during work hours still matters. There are 4 words that one study says make you look weak to your coworkers. Any guess as what they might be?
No, I'm a little scared because I might say some of them.
Okay, well, here's one of them. The word like, as in we should pursue that plan, or is this a necessary step to take? Well, it undermines your efforts to present yourself as a leader. Next, never say just, as in I just think, or I just need, or I was just checking in on something. It shows a lack of control and confidence. Also, scrap saying as in, well, that's something that in principle should be, be done. Yeah, that's a lot of knows. You can come across as inexperienced and uncertain. And finally, do not say feel, as in I feel good about this design. It displays emotion rather than a sound conclusion. Okay, Jeff, so you were nervous about this. Are there any words that you feel like that you're saying?
I'm not sure how to feel about this. I think I'd say 3 out of 4 of those.
Really?
I definitely say I feel because, there's 8 hosts here and there's already too many cooks in the kitchen. So I have to speak for myself and be like, listen, I feel we shouldn't do that anymore, right? I feel like that's being, I feel like that's being assertive.
I say feel a lot too, Erica. I don't say the at least I hope I don't. If I do, please let me know if I'm saying
It's a survey.
No, I think this is really important, and I think that women have to be hyper conscious of this because unfortunately, just statistically, women are not taken as seriously in the workplace, and then God forbid, that's not even breaking down if, women of color are treated, it's even more difficult for them to be treated with respect in the workplace. So Erica, are you even more conscious of this?
It's so funny because a matter of 10 minutes ago, I sent an email and I went back and took out just. Because I was saying, I'm just following up. And then I went to, I'm following up on X, Y, and Z. Because I'm like, why am I saying just? I am following up. It should be, more declarative. Declaration? What's that word?
Declarative? I know, I'm right there with you. I'm speaking of words, right? But it's true.
I got you.
I think this is really great for everybody to take note of because you do get judged by things like this. And if you're already, the odds are stacked against you, why not adopt some of these? And I think we sometimes cushion.
But that, on the flip side to that coin, right? I get always, you're too aggressive, toxic masculinity, right? So if I say, listen, I'm just following up, and I use the word just, it takes the sting out of it.
That's
if I write you and say, I'm following up, I can't handle it, he's being too aggressive with me.
That's interesting.
So I think there's 2 sides to that coin.
And on the flip side, if I say just, I feel like I'm too passive. So
maybe something more to look into.
Okay.
Just saying.
I put in just a lot of times to soften that blow so I don't come across as aggressive because heaven forbid I have emotions. Then I'd be angry.
See? I hear you.
I know. All right, Erica, stick around. Coming up on DBL, Nicole Kidman reveals the role she lost out on to fellow A-lister Julia Roberts. And our medical pro, Dr. Payal Kohli, is clarifying the latest COVID-19 headlines. It is vital information you never want to miss. That's coming up next.
It's only a matter of time.
DBL, the consistently evolving coronavirus news is a lot to keep up with and say with every day. And that's why our medical expert, Dr. Payal Kohli, joins us to give us just the facts. Earlier, Tori and I caught up with the doc. Take a look.
We want you to weigh in on this. The recent news out of the White House. A senior official has praised the concept of herd immunity. And I'm saying it like H-E-R-D, guys, like herd of a group of animals, as a way out of the pandemic. But just this morning, Dr. Fauci had some very strong words about it. Let's take a look.
If you let infections rip, as it were, and say, let everybody get infected that's going to be able to be getting infected, and then we'll have herd immunity, quite frankly, that is nonsense.
Nonsense. Doc, can you remind us what that is, and do you think it's also nonsense?
So Tori, herd immunity is the concept that if enough people in the herd or the community have immunity to the virus, you can actually slow or stop the spread of the virus, and you can protect those in the herd that may not have immunity. So there's two ways to achieve herd immunity. One is through the vaccine, which is really the preferable way, and the other is what the White House administration is suggesting, which is to let it rip and just have people get infected and recover. And in addition to Dr. Fauci's nonsense, I would add that I think it's pure and simple insanity. Wow. The idea of using herd immunity as a public health strategy is ridiculous. It's going to result in essentially millions and millions of people dying unnecessarily. It's going to lead to the fact that a lot of people will have long-term complications. And as we've seen with reinfection occurring, it may not even last. So, you know, people are getting reinfected now for the second time. So even if you get the infection once, there's no guarantee that you'll have immunity. And to have herd immunity, you need to have sustained immunity.
Wow. Well, she didn't hold back on that.
No, and I like that. I think you kind of answered my question I'm about to ask here, doctor. It says some health experts have called herd immunity another term for mass murder. I don't even like that term. You kind of answered my question. I have a personal question that I want to ask you, Dr. Kohli. Were you listening in when we talked about, I think it was Dr. Fauci, when he said the small gatherings are spreading this virus the most?
It's absolutely right, Jeff. Well, so what he means by that is that earlier in the pandemic, we were talking about the protests, the rallies, the large public gatherings that we thought were really driving the spread. But as you've seen all over the country, even here in Colorado for us, the numbers are going up like crazy. We had 1,000 new cases here in Colorado on Tuesday. Wow. We're having 50,000 new cases a day in the country. And that's really being driven by those small gatherings because people have been lulled into this sense of complacency that if it's only 2 or 3 families or 2 or 3 people getting together, it's okay. But what they're not realizing is that you have to be going steady with those 2 or 3 families. So you can't have 2 or 3 different families every weekend because by definition, that's almost like getting all those people together in one big gathering when you're getting them together, you know, every weekend, even if they're in smaller gatherings. So I think that's concerning because Thanksgiving is coming, Christmas is coming, people want to get together, they want to celebrate with their families, but it's really these small gatherings that are now fueling the numbers that we're seeing in the country.
Scary, and they're happening so much more often than those big gatherings too. We also just learned about the first case of reinfection in North America. People have been asking me about this all day. What impact does this have on herd immunity?
You know, you guys, this is behaving more and more like the common cold. So if the immunity doesn't sustain, you know, herd immunity is not going to be possible. So we have to think about that because if we can catch it multiple times, then herd immunity, whether it's through vaccine or through natural infection, is going to be much harder to achieve.
Wow. Wow, wow. Reinfection, not something I wanted to hear about. Thank you so much for at least easing my mind on what to do and letting everybody know the actual facts. We really appreciate it. Thanks, Doc. We'll be right back. DBL, a man convicted of rape, sentenced to life without a shred of evidence.
I knew I had been set up. I knew I had been framed.
Don't miss our series Freedom Files, Wrongfully Convicted, tomorrow on DBL.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
And I'm here with important information from...
Welcome back to DBL. We love reading your comments. I know that you guys are sending me comments, but we still do not have them. Okay.
You know, I was texting with Kelly Schubert. She's watching the show. Hi, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
And she's with me. She's like, I'm all about doing Christmas right now.
No.
I'm telling people, it puts a smile on people's faces. If they want to do it in private, let them do what they want to do.
In private?
You know, like you don't have to put it on Instagram. You can go home and listen to songs so people don't think you're crazy.
Okay. I still have the firm belief of one holiday at a time. But I'm glad that it makes you happy. That's all that matters. If you're sticking around, here's what's coming up on DBL. A Zamboni catches fire, and it's all caught on camera. And the top moments from last night's Billboard Music Awards. We'll be right back.
Entertaining live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. That was In Vogue, of course, bringing the house down with their 90s hit Free Your Mind at the Billboard Music Awards last night. I'm Sam, here with Jeff. Love me some In Vogue. Erica, did you die when you heard them sing that? Erica joining us from home.
Girl, In Vogue showed up. Sheila E. showed up, okay?
And
how
Brandy.
much of a baddie is Sheila E.? And oh yeah, Brandy. Well, we had to have Brandy. Yes.
I know.
Yes, this has been Brandy's year.
Yes, it was a really good show last night. Now, it's becoming the new normal, of course. Last night, Billboard put on yet another award show, but without the live audience. Host Kelly Clarkson did her best to bring the energy into the empty Dolby Theater, kicking things off with her rendition of Steve Winwood's Higher Love. Now, some moments that stood out. Lizzo accepted her award for top song sales wearing a black and white vote dress. She encouraged people to use their voice and refuse to be suppressed. And Demi Lovato performed her controversial new song, Commander in Chief. Watch.
We were taught when we were young.
Vote on the screen behind her, but that was cut out of the television broadcast. Now, Erica, what did you think of the format and then also the political messages? Because I just want to let you know, because I was reading the comments, Demi is getting a lot of pushback for her song about President Trump. But while some people are saying, you know, good for her for risking her fan base, because Demi Lovato actually responded to the criticism by saying her integrity means more to her than her fans. So she said if she's going to lose fans, she's okay with that.
Well, I'm going to botch this quote, but it goes something to the effect of, if you don't have critics and adversaries, you're likely not doing anything of importance. And I truly believe that when people decide to take a stand for what they believe in, they're not doing so to be popular. They're doing so because they can't imagine living a life without living in their truth. And the idea of so many people saying to get out and vote, it's just reinforcing what our lack of civics classes in our education has really yet to do, because I've sat down with a couple of my younger relatives to watch over them to make sure that they were registering to vote. So I don't think you could ever say make sure you vote too many times.
Yeah, and like I said, I've turned around on this one a little bit, Sam, because I think it's more their responsibility to do something like this, because I think they're going to get more pushback if they don't do something like this and use their voice and use their platform for things they want to the agenda they want to push. But it's also, you're right, not to watch, right? So I'm going to push back on this a little bit. I had my finger on the fast forward button almost the whole show.
Really? What didn't you like about it?
You know what, Sam? I'm just kind of over. I'm over it. I'm just over it. I got an analogy I'm going to throw at you and see if you get this. You understand how now big corporations are learning that they don't need as much office space now that everyone's working from home, and they're like, you know what? We don't need all that. That was a waste. We shouldn't have all that office space. We're going to let some people work from home, and then when things go back to normal, we're going to keep it like that. I hope they eliminate some of these award shows because I don't need it anymore. We're finding out we don't need it. Keep the big ones, keep the Grammys, keep the Oscars, keep the big ones. There's too many award shows, and I don't care who wins. I don't need to see Taylor Swift pick up her 259th award of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm kind of over it. Sorry, guys.
No, I don't think you should apologize. Listen, for me, it's escapism. Like, I loved seeing all the nostalgic songs from last night, but I understand that at the same time, it feels a little gratuitous when you see, you know, very wealthy, beloved individuals come and then just accept awards, right? It feels that way, but. Kelly
Clarkson did a good job, though. With nobody in the audience, she did a good job.
She's just so likable. She really is. Okay, so Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant are teaming up on a new HBO limited series called The Undoing. But the pair were almost co-stars back in 1999. Nicole says she auditioned for the role of Anna in the film Notting Hill. Can you imagine? So during a conversation with Hugh for Marie Claire, Nicole revealed why she thinks the role went to Julia Roberts instead. Watch.
It was not a big role, and I really wanted the role that Julia Roberts played in Notting Hill. But, yeah, I did, but I wasn't well known enough, and I wasn't talented enough. But yeah, so finally our paths aligned.
Yeah, I think all in due time, right? Erica, was there ever a gig that you were up for? And I know we've had this discussion before on the show, but you look back on it and you go, okay, I understand why I wasn't supposed to be that radio girl at that. Okay, you're shaking your head. Please fill us in.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I tell the story about MTV, and I was like on the 3rd round of auditions, and I wanted this so badly. But when I completely bombed this audition and the casting director told me that I just wasn't ready, when I saw who the people were and how they actually performed in front of the camera, I understood I wasn't ready, and I understood that I should never have been considered for that position. But then, you know, I took my time and paid my dues, and then I booked this 10 years later. So, you know, just be patient.
Yeah. I think it's fascinating. I love when they go behind the scenes. I would love to do a show like Almost Had It or a podcast. Yes. Something like that, because I have stories, and I'm nobody, up to Leonardo DiCaprio on movies that he's even passed on. Right. And what would that movie have been like with Leonardo DiCaprio or without him? Mm-hmm. So I love these stories. Nicole Kidman saying, at her point in her career, she's thinking kind of like, I could get behind that. Like, I wasn't ready. Julia Roberts was a better person. I've had auditions where I'm like, at the time, that's perfect for me. And then 5 years later, you're like, what would have been terrible for that?
Or you realize how terrible you were. That's me. Like, literally, I remember auditioning for certain things and being like, oh my God, I'm perfect for this. I have to get this. And then fast forward a few years later, like 10 years later, after you finally honed your craft, you understand how green means inexperienced, how green you were and terrible you were, me, in the beginning.
But so what a great life self-motivation that you realize how bad you were back then and how much you've grown, and that you wouldn't have been ready for that part anyway. That doesn't necessarily just stick with Hollywood. It's anything in life.
Exactly.
Right?
You got what is that? There's a book like 10,000 Hours, I believe it's called. Read that book. It tells you why it's so important to like get to that experience level, and then you're an expert, so to speak. Okay, so Showtime announced that Dexter is coming back for a 10-episode limited series. I can't wait.
You're a Dexter fan?
Huge Dexter
Me too.
fan. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the show starred, of course, Michael C. Hall as a forensic blood splatter analysis by day and a serial killer who murders bad guys by night, but many fans were disappointed with the ending. That saw Dexter living in a cabin in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so you're a huge Dexter fan. Did you like the way that you didn't like the ending?
No, and I don't want, listen, if you haven't watched Dexter, this is the perfect binge show. I was binging this show before binging was a thing. I went to Blockbusters all around Chicagoland to get the next episode, and I'd call me like crack. I'm like, hey, do you have season 4, episode 6? And they're like, no. I'm like, I gotta call. I gotta go to the suburbs.
But you hated the ending, so you're ready to.
I don't want to ruin the ending, but yes, I didn't like how it ended.
Erica, did you watch Dexter? Did you like the ending, or was there a different series that you would like to see done over, so to speak?
I did not watch Dexter. Murder's not my jam. But being Mary Jane, I really needed a full season, or like a whole season of that. So that was Gabrielle Union's show on BET. And the last season they decided to make into a made-for-TV movie. So they tried to wrap up all the loose ends. I needed a slow rollout in order to wrap it all up. I need a new final season.
Okay.
What's yours? Dexter was mine.
Okay, so I did not like the way Breaking Bad ended, and I don't want to do a spoiler alert. So I know I'm even getting like, we have one person here in the studio, our executive producer.
I thought it ended pretty good.
I did not like the ending. ending. I was so disappointed. I'm not going to give it away, but I hated the ending. I would like to see a do-over with Breaking Bad.
Here it is right here. We don't want to spoil anything.
And without sounding redundant, I hated the ending of Anne with an E because it was abruptly taken away.
Is it over?
Yeah, because it was canceled. Why are you laughing?
Well, I think that kind of speaks for itself.
What do you mean? There's a million people that wanted to come back on the air.
It doesn't get canceled if a million people are watching.
Wow.
Sounds like 4.
What?
How many seasons was it?
4.
It got that far?
Yeah, it did get that far. You need to watch it.
Spoil the ending for us. What happened?
I can't tell you because I'm sure there's a lot of our viewers are going to start binge watching it. So I'm not going. Erica, stop. Both of you, stop. We want to give a big DBL shout out to John Cena. Cena,
yeah.
Okay, he's a married man. He tied the knot with a Canadian project manager named Shay. The two have been linked since March of last year. John was formerly engaged, you remember, to former wrestler Nikki Bella. The two split in 2018. Okay, a lot of people were surprised by this, Erica. Were you surprised?
Not at all. You gotta love a Canadian. Can you say it?
Erica getting choked up when she talking about Canadians.
I don't know if I was surprised.
Okay, Erica wasn't surprised. Why do you think so many people were surprised by this? Just because they thought he would get back together with Nikki Bella?
Yeah, and she's moved on and had a baby and things like that. So I think people just know them together. Even when we put it right now, we're like, he used to date, you know, that's terrible. Let's just be happy for John and his new girl. What if every time they're like, Sam, and then they showed a picture of their old boyfriend when you're trying to move on?
Ugh, no thanks. Gosh, I still have a tattoo of that guy. I need to get it blacked out.
Do you want to talk about it?
What do you mean? You know.
I'll let it go. I'll let it go.
Let that one
I'll let it go. I already got you with Anne with an E. We'll let this one go.
Erica, stick around. Look at Erica. Fire and ice. Watch as a Zamboni bursts into flames. Whoa, that's on an ice rink, of course. And we're chatting with the author who collaborated with Mariah Carey on her best-selling new book, Uncovering the Secrets of a Star. That's coming up next.
Closed captioning provided by
And if we win, we get to tell you how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Isn't that what you just did?
Service!
Stand back, I'm gonna show ya how Doug and Lee will roll ya. You know you gotta live it if you wanna win.
Time out.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Welcome back to DBL. While Mariah Carey was planning a big Christmas special for fans, she received news that her new memoir went straight to #1. And earlier, Lindsay spoke with author Michaela Angela Davis about the book that's making headlines. Take a look.
Michaela Angela Davis, congratulations on The Meaning of Mariah. It became a New York Times #1 best-selling book already. So how did you and Mariah feel? What did you guys talk about when that happened?
I think when Mariah and I called each other, like we screamed for a good straight 30 seconds. We gagged. I mean, we really screamed. And why it was so surprising and so significant, we got great reviews. And we got great reviews from people who don't normally give great reviews. But the week that we became #1 was probably one of the most intense news weeks in terms of what was going on in the administration of the whole year. We expected maybe we could sneak in and that we would climb. So when we knocked Rage out of its #1 spot, we didn't see it coming.
So you were a fashion editor at Essence magazine in 2005 when Mariah Carey had her The Emancipation of Mimi album out. Can you talk about how you guys became friends?
So I was invited to what I thought was your typical industry listening party for Emancipation. What happened at this listening, I arrived in L.A. Reid sitting at this console with white flowers and candles, and there's like this very perfect, fabulous moment, and he starts playing the songs, right? When he put on Fly Like a Bird, I got up, went out into the hallway, called my editor-in-chief at the moment and said, look, I'm coming to your office tomorrow morning, and if you don't, I'm not leaving until you say Mariah Carey is gonna be on the cover. And Mariah Carey had never been on the cover of Essence before, and largely because this ambiguity around her blackness. And there was this narrative that she'd never claimed that she was Black. So this was a big deal because I felt like Fly Like a Bird was just this perfect, Black, spiritual woman's anthem.
Many of the stories shared in the book are making headlines. So I have to ask you, what is the most compelling story in the book?
The one where she first hear ODB's rap on Fantasy is just, it's hilarious. It's so good. And if you get the audible, you can hear it.
Me and Mariah go back like babies with pacifiers.
Now, Mariah also opened up about her exes. She said that Tommy Mottola was abusive and that she wasn't intimate with James Packer. What do you think made her comfortable to spill the tea?
It never felt like tea. I guess part of, if anything was shady, it was like who we didn't mention. There are several people who were quite worried about how they would be painted in the book, and they're not in there at all.
Well, Michaela Angela Davis, thank you so much. Congratulations again to you and Mariah. Yes, and DBL Nation, you can go pick up your copy of The Meaning of Mariah or download the Audible because, as you just heard, Michaela said it's awesome. We'll be right back.
Is your body stored?
Welcome back to DBL. It is time for some sweet, sweet deals. Earlier, Stephanie showed Tori some amazing products at even better prices. Here's this week's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com. All right, what do you have for us today, Stephanie?
Hey Tori, I'm here at home and I've got some amazing products that you guys are gonna love. Now, a lot of us are working from home right now, so this is a really cool product to help you out. Ooh. It's the iHome Color LED swivel lamp with a wireless charger. So it's got a touch LED swivel lamp, so you can choose your light as bright or as low as you like. And it also charges your phone. It's got a pad on it here, so it's wireless. It's so cool. The best bit is as well, you can change the light to your favorite color, so it gets like mood lighting too. Now, this snazzy device is normally $90, but we've got it for $35, which means you're saving 61% on mood lighting and a charger.
Okay, so I'm thinking I'm sitting at the table, I'm cross-stitching, I've got a cool purple techno light, and it's like charging my phone.
Next, I've got something that's gonna make your home smell amazing. It's the Pure Daily Care Ultimate Aromatherapy Diffuser and Essential Oil Set. So it comes in this beautiful oak grain diffuser, and you can pick whether you get it in a light or a dark wood. It comes with 7 different ambient light modes, which we love, and it also comes with all these amazing essential oils. You get 10 of them, and it comes in this stand so you can display them all together. These are normally $175, but we got it for our viewers for $49, which means they're saving 72%.
Look at that! That's a beautiful setup. That is stunning.
Oh, it gets better. It gets better because, Tori, we all know that good cooking starts with the proper ingredients and what else? The proper tools.
The tools.
So I've got, oh yeah, look at these. And they match my apartment perfectly. So these are the Easy Slice 3-piece knife set. So this is a great way to get you started in the kitchen. So these are revolutionary knives. They just slice through food like a professional chef.
Whoa.
It's got like 0 friction. Look at this. It's cutting edge. It's on both sides of the blade, and it retains its sharpness, and it's really comfortable.
Yeah,
this handle is really good, and it's no slip. So normally this set is $50, but we've got them for $19. So that's saving 62%. And I think for a pack of 3 knives, and you've got a real variation here in sizing.
And that's all you need, isn't it?
That you can't go wrong. Last, we've got the perfect thing to make blending and contouring easier than ever. It's the Vanity Planet Blend Party 10-piece oval makeup brush kit. So this is a 10-piece vegan brush set, which will give you a flawless complexion due to its unique brush design. So this oval toothbrush design not only looks great, but it optimizes your makeup routine with a consistent application. Plus, the synthetic bristles really feel great and they hold their shape, and it means that you're not wasting any makeup. Now, Tori, normally these are $80 for a pack of 10, which is pretty good in itself.
Yeah, not bad.
But we've got them for $15, which means you're saving 81%.
Contour me some savings. Unbelievable. Head on over to MorningSave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit MorningSave.com on your smartphone. Steph, thank you so much. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
Hello, I'm William Shatner, and you...
Welcome back to DBL. Now, before we go, check out this video of a Zamboni on fire. The ice resurfacing machine burst into flames in a hockey rink in upstate New York. Look at that. While the driver was operating it. However, no one was hurt at the time. The driver is okay. He managed to put out the flames once he got the Zamboni off the ice. Now, that's a dang boss. The fact that he decided, I'm going to go ahead and move this off the ice, and then I'm going to put out the flames, fearless.
How many Americans, percentage-wise, do you think know what a Zamboni is?
I didn't know until like a year ago.
Is Erica with us? Because
well,
she's
Erica
married to a
would know.
Canadian. That changes everything.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm married to a Canadian. I also know what the 5-hole is.
What? What's that, the 5-hole?
Between your legs.
It's
That's
when
a
they
hockey
do
term.
the puck between the
Jeff just
legs.
opened up his legs.
I was pointing at where the 5-hole was, and Sam got a weird visual because she's behind the desk.
Wow. Way to end the show, guys. DBL's new every day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, Erica.
We're talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
Is Thanksgiving canceled this year because of coronavirus? Dr. Fauci has a warning.
You may have to bite the bullet and sacrifice that social gathering.
Head-turning Halloween decorations, one so realistic it has people calling 911. And is this the scariest spider ever? The author of Mariah Carey's tell-all book is spilling all the deets to DBL.
So there are several people who were quite worried.
And Demi Lovato gets political, performing her new song on the Billboard Awards.
Commander-in-Chief, honestly, if I did the things you do, I couldn't sleep.
Plus a blast from the past with En Vogue.
And the rest will follow.
Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Thank you, Chris. Welcome to DBL. It is Thursday, October 15th. I am Sam here with Jeff. Hey, hey.
What's up?
How are you?
I feel good.
You do?
Yeah.
You always feel good.
Friday Junior.
He's still trying to make that a thing, Erica. Erica joining us from home. How are you, E?
I'm wonderful. I just got a special delivery from my husband, so I was trying not to get him on the show.
What's a special delivery? Yeah, you need to clarify. What is that?
Oh, he printed out my script.
Oh, Anthony also Erica's assistant.
And he did it with that cute face. You know, he's all happy.
He's perfect. He really is. They both are. All right, let's get to the top of the stories. Unfortunate news, very sad news, 60,000. So that's how many cases of COVID-19 were reported in the United States just yesterday. That number has Dr. Fauci very worried about Thanksgiving. He has a warning no one wants to hear. Watch.
You may have to bite the bullet and sacrifice that social gathering unless you're pretty certain that the people that you're dealing with are not infected.
And also researchers say small house gatherings are spreading the virus the most. So DBL Nation, we want to hear from you. Are you canceling traditional Thanksgiving plans? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. This is so upsetting to me. I mean, this pandemic, I know, listen, we're all fortunate because we have not, lost any family members. We're all still working, and I'm very grateful for those blessings.
Right.
But we all want to see our family members. We all want to spend Thanksgiving with our family members. And I know that all of our DBL viewers must be feeling the same way. What are you going to do for Thanksgiving?
I'm going to have to skip it,
Me too.
in hopes that something comes before Christmas, right? I think Christmas, at least in my family, is the big family gathering. I could do without Thanksgiving. I could do FaceTime for Thanksgiving. But Christmas, hopefully there's something in place by then. The thing I want to push back a little bit here is the small gatherings spread the virus the most. I don't know how much I agree with that. If you're getting together with your neighbor or just a small group of people outside, that's more of a spreader than getting together at Sturgis or college parties or Vegas or football games or these giant, whatever they may be. Those aren't super spreaders?
Because I think they're more common. We just found out that our neighbor, our direct neighbor, has COVID. Thank goodness we never had any get-togethers with him, but we very well could have because we adore him. So I think, of course, Sturgis and all of those, Erica, and chime in, are super spreaders. But because there's such a commonality, people feel a lot more comfortable and confident meeting up with neighbors like we would have with our neighbor. We overlook the fact that this virus is still very contagious and very real. So I think my lucky stars that we never met up with our neighbor a week ago, which we easily could have, Erica, and now he has COVID.
Yeah, I think when you're dealing with smaller groups of people, there's this understanding of like, do we share the same philosophy on quarantine? Do we share the same philosophy on how we conduct ourselves? And then based on that little data, which isn't scientific at all, that's how we kind of make our decisions on who we're going to hang around. And then we're not practicing the same types of precautions that we would if they were strangers. I did get a chance to go home and see my family. It was something that we took months to plan, and we have been tested tested, and I have another test coming up in just a little bit, actually. So just doing those things gave us a little bit of confidence to get together, but as a result, we aren't going to get together for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, same. Wow. Well, we are all in this together, DBL Nation. Let me look at the megaphone. We got 54% of you say no. You're not canceling traditional Thanksgiving plans. Interesting. Write us in and let us know your plan and how you're going to do that. All right, so what about Halloween? We love Halloween, right? Well, bad news for trick-or-treaters. The CDC says it's really high risk for spreading COVID-19, but that's not stopping people from celebrating, thank goodness, like this home in LA. Whoa, the decorations make the house look like it's on fire. In fact, they did such a good job, neighbors actually called 911. Or this creative homeowner, ooh, I love that. That's in New York, you guys, and yes, that is a gigantic spider. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite holiday. My husband and I got married on Halloween. Erica, I know that you guys have been decorating. Can you tell us a little bit about your decor, and then I'll jump in as well. And then I want to know if you've started decorating.
Seems like a lot of work.
Oh, Erica.
Well, I got my Halloween decorations like 2 months ago. I completely bought out TJ Maxx and Ross. I love going there. It's like a scavenger hunt, you know? So I got, I think we have a picture. There's some photos of kind of like the theme.
Ooh, I like the skulls.
So we're going with, yeah, with the boots, like the witch boots and the broom. Yeah, I wanted to go a little, you know, like dark, but a little chic.
Erica, you're always
I wouldn't expect anything else.
I wouldn't either. My husband and I go all out. In fact, my husband makes our decorations. So we have some photos. He made so that's our huge scarecrow that he made.
Oh, you went pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, we go all out. That's his Jack Skellington that he made out of pipes, y'all. And then he went to Joann's Fabrics. And we just put skeletons all over the house. So we put skeletons all over the house, spiders, spider webs, and that's actually like really easy, inexpensive things you can do. Because you can go to Home Depot, get a skeleton for $30.
Yeah.
You can get spider webs off of Amazon for like $3. So those were like the inexpensive things we did. But actually by him making those two gigantic decorations, those were cheap too.
Yeah, and now that you have a home, you could store those away and then use them year after year. Was something like I didn't really put into consideration because I'm so used to living in an apartment.
Right.
So we just had pumpkins this year, and plus, I'm just gonna get through pumpkins with Thanksgiving, and you know what I mean. And then I'm gonna go big for Christmas.
Are you? You always do.
I already have a Christmas. Listen, before you jump, we already have a ceramic one, like the Whoville Christmas tree, because we went to ceramics.
You didn't put it up yet, did you?
It's out. It's out.
Jeffrey?
Listen, the kids painted it with us, and it was like a family project, so we just put it out.
He's skipping Halloween.
I'm on your side, Jeff. I'm on your side.
You can't skip Halloween and Thanksgiving and go right to Christmas.
In 2020,
Sam, it's 2020. There are no rules. There are no rules in 2020.
I say just put up your Christmas tree and drink pumpkin spice and be happy. Don't read the internet. Be happy.
Okay. All right. I think we should go
Stay merry.
By holiday. All right. I'm in the minority. Okay. So speaking of the holiday season, remember buying gifts for Christmas or Hanukkah? Well, it looks like that's taking a hit too. More than half of Americans say they are cutting back on buying presents this year and even plan to skip the mall altogether. Meanwhile, what hasn't changed? Well, holiday travel. You'd expect flights to be cheaper, right? No, not the case. Experts say you should still book your flight early because just like any other year, tickets will be more expensive closer to the holidays. What are you doing for the kids this year? Are you going to be spending more? Like, I also read a different statistic saying that some parents, you know, the ones that are fortunate to still have jobs, will be buying more toys because they feel so guilty that their children aren't in school and missing out on so many play dates.
Right.
Where are you going to fall on this?
I want to give my kids the world, right? But I do want to teach them a lesson that they don't get 1,000 presents, right? If you really want one thing, and they're still little, right? So they don't even know that we're going to buy them one of those cars that they could both sit in. Oh! So it's like, that's their big Christmas present for both of them. I don't know why I'm sharing it with the whole world. But you know what I mean? That's their big present, and we're just going to give them a couple of small things to open. I don't want to spoil them, even though I want to. I want to teach them, like, listen, you have to be appreciative of the things that you have. Don't want for more.
You and I are very similar. I'm going to be doing the same thing. But Erica, I'm curious about you because, Erica, you are one of the most generous people I've ever met. Like, for instance, if anything great happens to any of our colleagues here, Erica will show up with a bottle of champagne. She's super generous. When you have kids, or if you choose to have kids, I should say, Erica, are you going to spoil them rotten or no?
No, not at all. I know people, I can only speculate, but my husband and I weren't raised that way, and I can't imagine that I would want to do that. I mean, to each his own, but I just know how I feel when I receive something that I haven't really earned. It just doesn't mean as much. So I wouldn't want to kind of ruin their experience by doing that, but I can understand the other side of why people choose to do that.
All right. No Kylie Jenner and Erica, I guess.
No, I think that's a good lesson. I mean, not to knock people who give their kids the world. I understand that too, but I think we're on the same boat. You got to teach them lessons, you know?
Mm-hmm. You do.
Yeah. I wish Erica would have said that. It would have came out more educated. I'm like, you don't get that stuff.
Erica, don't go away. Coming up on DBL, the biggest moments from the Billboard Music Awards. John Legend, Lizzo, Demi Lovato, and a major blast from the past from In Vogue, plus weakness in the workplace, the words and phrases you should avoid to maintain a sense of strength in the office or your home office. And as we go to break, we thank our coworkers who are producing the show from home because of this pandemic. We miss you. We'll be right back.
Sear.
Welcome back to DBL. Working from home may have gotten you a little relaxed, like wearing sweatpants instead of suits, but apparently how we speak during work hours still matters. There are 4 words that one study says make you look weak to your coworkers. Any guess as what they might be?
No, I'm a little scared because I might say some of them.
Okay, well, here's one of them. The word like, as in we should pursue that plan, or is this a necessary step to take? Well, it undermines your efforts to present yourself as a leader. Next, never say just, as in I just think, or I just need, or I was just checking in on something. It shows a lack of control and confidence. Also, scrap saying you know, as in, well, you know, that's something that you know in principle should be be done. Yeah, that's a lot of knows. You can come across as inexperienced and uncertain. And finally, do not say feel, as in I feel good about this design. It displays emotion rather than a sound conclusion. Okay, Jeff, so you were nervous about this. Are there any words that you feel like that you're saying?
Like, I'm not sure how to feel about this. I think I'd say like 3 out of 4 of those.
Really?
I definitely say I feel, because there's 8 hosts here and there's already too many cooks in the kitchen, so I have to speak for myself and be like, listen, I feel we shouldn't do that anymore, right? I feel like that's being, I feel like that's being assertive.
I say feel a lot too, Erica. I don't say the like, at least I hope I don't. If I do, please let me know if I'm saying
it's
like.
It's a survey.
No, I think this is really important, and I think that women have to be hyper conscious of this because unfortunately, just statistically, women are not taken as seriously in the workplace, and then God forbid, I mean, that's not even breaking down if, women of color are treated, it's even more difficult for them to be treated with respect in the workplace. So Erica, are you even more conscious of this?
It's so funny because a matter of 10 minutes ago, I sent an email and I went back and took out just. Because I was saying, I'm just following up. And then I went to, I'm following up on X, Y, and Z. Because I'm like, why am I saying just? I am following up. It should be, more declarative. Declaration? What's that word?
Declarative? I know, I'm right there with you. I'm speaking of words, right? But it's true.
I got you.
I think this is really great for everybody to take note of because you do get judged by things like this. And if you're already, the odds are stacked against you, why not adopt some of these? And I think we sometimes cushion.
But that, on the flip side to that coin, right? I get always, you're too aggressive, toxic masculinity, right? So if I say, listen, I'm just following up, and I use the word just, it takes the sting out of it.
That's
if I write you and say, I'm following up, I can't handle it, he's being too aggressive with me.
That's interesting.
So I think there's 2 sides to that coin.
And on the flip side, if I say just, I feel like I'm too passive. So
maybe something more to look into.
Okay.
Just saying.
I put in just a lot of times to soften that blow so I don't come across as aggressive because heaven forbid I have emotions. Then I'd be angry.
See? I hear you.
I know. All right, Erica, stick around. Coming up on DBL, Nicole Kidman reveals the role she lost out on to fellow A-lister Julia Roberts. And our medical pro, Dr. Payal Kohli, is clarifying the latest COVID-19 headlines. It is vital information you never want to miss. That's coming up next.
Welcome back to DBL. The consistently evolving coronavirus news is a lot to keep up with and say with every day. And that's why our medical expert, Dr. Payal Kohli, joins us to give us just the facts. Earlier, Tori and I caught up with the doc. Take a look.
We want you to weigh in on this. The recent news out of the White House. A senior official has praised the concept of herd immunity. And I'm saying it like H-E-R-D, guys, like herd of a group of animals, as a way out of the pandemic. But just this morning, Dr. Fauci had some very strong words about it. Let's take a look.
If you let infections rip, as it were, and say, let everybody get infected that's going to be able to be getting infected, and then we'll have herd immunity, quite frankly, that is nonsense.
Nonsense. Doc, can you remind us what that is, and do you think it's also nonsense?
So Tori, herd immunity is the concept that if enough people in the herd or the community have immunity to the virus, you can actually slow or stop the spread of the virus, and you can protect those in the herd that may not have immunity. So there's two ways to achieve herd immunity. One is through the vaccine, which is really the preferable way, and the other is what the White House administration is suggesting, which is to let it rip and just have people get infected and recover. And in addition to Dr. Fauci's nonsense, I would add that I think it's pure and simple insanity. Wow. The idea of using herd immunity as a public health strategy is ridiculous. It's going to result in essentially millions and millions of people dying unnecessarily. It's going to lead to the fact that a lot of people will have long-term complications. And as we've seen with reinfection occurring, it may not even last. So, you know, people are getting reinfected now for the second time. So even if you get the infection once, there's no guarantee that you'll have immunity. And to have herd immunity, you need to have sustained immunity.
Wow. Well, she didn't hold back on that.
No, and I like that. I think you kind of answered my question I'm about to ask here, doctor. It says some health experts have called herd immunity another term for mass murder. I don't even like that term. You kind of answered my question. I have a personal question that I want to ask you, Dr. Kohli. Were you listening in when we talked about, I think it was Dr. Fauci, when he said the small gatherings are spreading this virus the most?
It's absolutely right, Jeff. Well, so what he means by that is that earlier in the pandemic, we were talking about the protests, the rallies, the large public gatherings that we thought were really driving the spread. But as you've seen all over the country, even here in Colorado for us, the numbers are going up like crazy. We had 1,000 new cases here in Colorado on Tuesday. Wow. We're having 50,000 new cases a day in the country. And that's really being driven by those small gatherings because people have been lulled into this sense of complacency that if it's only 2 or 3 families or 2 or 3 people getting together, it's okay. But what they're not realizing is that you have to be going steady with those 2 or 3 families. So you can't have 2 or 3 different families every weekend because by definition, that's almost like getting all those people together in one big gathering when you're getting them together, you know, every weekend, even if they're in smaller gatherings. So I think that's concerning because Thanksgiving is coming, Christmas is coming, people want to get together, they want to celebrate with their families, but it's really these small gatherings that are now fueling the numbers that we're seeing in the country.
Scary, and they're happening so much more often than those big gatherings too. We also just learned about the first case of reinfection in North America. People have been asking me about this all day. What impact does this have on herd immunity?
You know, you guys, this is behaving more and more like the common cold. So if the immunity doesn't sustain, you know, herd immunity is not going to be possible. So we have to think about that because if we can catch it multiple times, then herd immunity, whether it's through vaccine or through natural infection, is going to be much harder to achieve.
Wow. Wow, wow. Reinfection, not something I wanted to hear about. Thank you so much for at least easing my mind on what to do and letting everybody know the actual facts. We really appreciate it. Thanks, Doc. We'll be right back. Tomorrow on DBL, a man convicted of rape sentenced to life without a shred of evidence.
I knew I had been set up. I knew I had been framed.
Don't miss our series Freedom Files, Wrongfully Convicted, tomorrow on DBL.
Promotional consideration.
Welcome back to DBL. We love reading your comments. I know that you guys are sending me comments, but we still do not have them. Okay.
You know, I was texting with Kelly Schubert. She's watching the show. Hi, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
And she's with me. She's like, I'm all about doing Christmas right now.
No, 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 no.
I'm telling people, it puts a smile on people's faces. If they want to do it in private, let them do what they want to do.
In private?
You know, like you don't have to put it on Instagram. You can go home and listen to songs so people don't think you're crazy.
Okay. I still have the firm belief of one holiday at a time. But I'm glad that it makes you happy. That's all that matters. If you're sticking around, here's what's coming up on DBL. A Zamboni catches fire, and it's all caught on camera. And the top moments from last night's Billboard Music Awards. We'll be right back.
Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. That was In Vogue, of course, bringing the house down with their 90s hit Free Your Mind at the Billboard Music Awards last night. I'm Sam, here with Jeff. Love me some In Vogue. Erica, did you die when you heard them sing that? Erica joining us from home.
Girl, In Vogue showed up. Sheila E. showed up, okay? And how
Brandy.
much of a baddie is Sheila E.? Oh, yeah, Brandy. Well, we had to have Brandy, yes.
I know.
Yes, this has been Brandy's year.
Yes, it was a really good show last night. Now, it's becoming the new normal, of course. Last night, Billboard put on yet another award show, but without the live audience. Host Kelly Clarkson did her best to bring the energy into the empty Dolby Theater, kicking things off with her rendition of Steve Winwood's Higher Love. Now, some moments that stood out. Lizzo accepted her award for top song sales wearing a black and white vote dress. She encouraged people to use their voice and refuse to be suppressed. And Demi Lovato performed her controversial new song, Commander in Chief. Watch.
We were taught when we were young, if we fight for what's right, there won't be justice for just some. Won't give up, stand our ground.
Actually ended with the word vote on the screen behind her, but that was cut out of the television broadcast. Now, Erica, what did you think of the format and then also the political messages? Because I just want to let you know, because I was reading the comments, Demi is getting a lot of pushback for her song about President Trump. But while some people are saying, you know, good for her for risking her fan base, because Demi Lovato actually responded to the criticism by saying her integrity means more to her than her fans. So she said if she's going to lose fans, she's okay with that.
Well, I'm going to botch this quote, but it goes something to the effect of, if you don't have critics and adversaries, you're likely not doing anything of importance. And I truly believe that when people decide to take a stand for what they believe in, they're not doing so to be popular. They're doing so because they can't imagine living a life without living in their truth. And the idea of so many people saying to get out and vote, it's just reinforcing what our lack of civics classes in our education has really yet to do, because I've sat down with a couple of my younger relatives to watch over them to make sure that they were registering to vote. So I don't think you could ever say make sure you vote too many times.
Yeah, and like I said, I've turned around on this one a little bit, Sam, because I think it's more their responsibility to do something like this, because I think they're going to get more pushback if they don't do something like this and use their voice and use their platform for things they want to the agenda they want to push. But it's also, you're right, not to watch, right? So I'm going to push back on this a little bit. I had my finger on the fast forward button almost the whole show.
Really? What didn't you like about it?
You know what, Sam? I'm just kind of over. I'm over it. I'm just over it. I got an analogy I'm going to throw at you and see if you get this. You understand how now big corporations are learning that they don't need as much office space now that everyone's working from home, and they're like, you know what? We don't need all that. That was a waste. We shouldn't have all that office space. We're going to let some people work from home, and then when things go back to normal, we're going to keep it like that. I hope they eliminate some of these award shows, because I don't need it anymore. We're finding out we don't need it. Keep the big ones, keep the Grammys, keep the Oscars, keep the big ones. There's too many award shows, and I don't care who wins. I don't need to see Taylor Swift pick up her 259th award of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm kind of over it. Sorry, guys.
No, I don't think you should apologize. Listen, for me, it's escapism. Like, I loved seeing all the nostalgic songs from last night, but I understand that at the same time, it feels a little gratuitous when you see, you know, very wealthy, beloved individuals come and then just accept awards, right? It feels that way, but.
Kelly Clarkson did a good job, though. With nobody in the audience, she did a good job.
She's just so likable. Yeah. She really is. Okay, so Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant are teaming up on a new HBO limited series called The Undoing. But the pair were almost co-stars back in 1999. Nicole says she auditioned for the role of Anna in the film Notting Hill. Can you imagine? So during a conversation with Hugh for Marie Claire, Nicole revealed why she thinks the role went to Julia Roberts instead. Watch.
It was not a big role, and I really wanted the role that Julia Roberts played in Notting Hill.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. But I wasn't well known enough, and I wasn't talented enough. But yeah.
That'd be
so finally our paths aligned.
Yeah, I think all in due time, right? Erica, was there ever a gig that you were up for? And I know we've had this discussion before on the show, but you look back on it and you go, okay, I understand why I wasn't supposed to be that radio girl at that. Okay, you're shaking your head. Please fill us in.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I tell the story about MTV, and I was like on the 3rd round of auditions, and I wanted this so badly. But when I completely bombed this audition and the casting director told me that I just wasn't ready, when I saw who the people were and how they actually performed in front of the camera, I understood I wasn't ready, and I understood that I should never have been considered for that position. But then, you know, I took my time and paid my dues, and then I booked this 10 years later. So, you know, just be patient.
Yeah. I think it's fascinating. I love when they go behind the scenes. I would love to do a show like Almost Had It or a podcast. Yes. Something like that, because I have stories, and I'm nobody, up to Leonardo DiCaprio on movies that he's even passed on. Right. And what would that movie have been like with Leonardo DiCaprio or without him? Mm-hmm. So I love these stories. Nicole Kidman saying, at her point in her career, she's thinking kind of like, I could get behind that. Like, I wasn't ready. Julia Roberts was a better person. I've had auditions where I'm like, at the time, that's perfect for me. And then 5 years later, you're like, what would have been terrible for that?
Or you realize how terrible you were. That's me. Like, literally, I remember auditioning for certain things and being like, oh my God, I'm perfect for this. I have to get this. And then fast forward a few years later, like 10 years later, after you finally honed your craft, you understand how green means inexperienced, how green you were and terrible you were, me, in the beginning.
But
so
what a great life self-motivation that you realize how bad you were back then and how much you've grown, and that you wouldn't have been ready for that part anyway. That doesn't necessarily just stick with Hollywood. It's anything in life.
Exactly.
Right?
You got what is that? There's a book like 10,000 Hours, I believe it's called. Read that book. It tells you why it's so important to like get to that experience level, and then you're an expert, so to speak. Okay, so Showtime announced that Dexter is coming back for a 10-episode limited series. I can't wait.
You're a Dexter fan?
Huge Dexter
Me too.
fan. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the show starred, of course, Michael C. Hall as a forensic blood splatter analysis by day and a serial killer who murders bad guys by night, but many fans were disappointed with the ending. That saw Dexter living in a cabin in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so you're a huge Dexter fan. Did you like the way that you didn't like the ending?
No, and I don't want, listen, if you haven't watched Dexter, this is the perfect binge show. I was binging this show before binging was a thing. I went to Blockbusters all around Chicagoland to get the next episode, and I'd call me like crack. I'm like, hey, do you have season 4, episode 6? And they're like, no. I'm like, I gotta call. I gotta go to the suburbs.
But you hated the ending, so you're ready to.
I don't want to ruin the ending, but yes, I didn't like how it ended.
Erica, did you watch Dexter? Did you like the ending, or was there a different series that you would like to see done over, so to speak?
I did not watch Dexter. Murder's not my jam. But being Mary Jane, I really needed a full season, or like a whole season of that. So that was Gabrielle Union's show on BET. And the last season, they decided to make into a made-for-TV movie. So they tried to wrap up all the loose ends. I needed a slow rollout in order to wrap it all up. I need a new final season.
Okay.
What's yours? Dexter was mine.
Okay, so I did not like the way Breaking Bad ended, and I don't want to do a spoiler alert. So I know I'm even getting like, we have one person here in the studio, our executive producer.
I thought it ended pretty good.
I did not like the ending. I was so disappointed. I'm not going to give it away, but I hated the ending. I would like to see a do-over with Breaking Bad.
Here it is right here. We don't want to spoil anything.
And without sounding redundant, I hated the ending of Anne with an E because it was abruptly taken away.
Is it over?
Yeah, because it was canceled. Why are you laughing?
Well, I think that kind of speaks for itself.
What do you mean? There's a million people that wanted to come back on the air.
It doesn't get canceled if a million people are watching.
Wow.
Sounds like 4.
What?
How many seasons was it?
4.
It got that far?
Yeah, it did get that far. You need to watch it.
Spoil the ending for us. What happened?
I can't tell you because I'm sure there's a lot of our viewers are going to start binge watching it, so I'm not. going, Erica, stop. Both of you, stop. We want to give a big DBL shout out to John Cena. Cena,
yeah.
Okay, he's a married man. He tied the knot with a Canadian project manager named Shay. The two have been linked since March of last year. John was formerly engaged, you remember, to former wrestler Nikki Bella. The two split in 2018. Okay, a lot of people were surprised by this, Erica. Were you surprised?
Not at all. You gotta love a Canadian. I couldn't even say it.
Erica getting choked up when she talking about Canadians.
I don't know if I was surprised.
Okay, Erica wasn't surprised. Why do you think so many people were surprised by this? Just because they thought he would get back together with Nikki Bella?
Yeah, and she's moved on and had a baby and things like that. So I think people just know them together. Even when we put it right now, we're like, he used to date, you know, that's terrible. Let's just be happy for John and his new girl. What if every time they're like, Sam, and then they showed a picture of their old boyfriend when you're trying to move on?
Ugh, no thanks. Gosh, I still have a tattoo of that guy. I need to get it blacked out.
Do you want to talk about it?
What do you mean? You know.
I'll let it go. I'll let it go.
Let that one
I'll let it go. I already got you with Ann with an E. We'll let this one go.
Erica, stick around. Look at Erica. Fire and ice. Watch as a Zamboni bursts into flames. Whoa, that's on an ice rink, of course. And we're chatting with the author who collaborated with Mariah Carey on her best-selling new book, Uncovering the Secrets of a Star. That's coming up next.
Closed captioning provided by
Doug.
And if we win, we get to tell you how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Isn't that what you just did?
Service! Time out.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Welcome back to DBL. While Mariah Carey was planning a big Christmas special for fans, she received news that her new memoir went straight to #1. And earlier, Lindsay spoke with author Michaela Angela Davis about the book that's making headlines. Take a look.
Michaela Angela Davis, congratulations on The Meaning of Mariah. It became a New York Times #1 best-selling book already. So how did you, Mariah, feel? What did you guys talk about when that happened?
I think when Mariah and I called each other, like we screamed for a good straight 30 seconds. We gagged. I mean, we really screamed. And why it was so surprising and so significant, We got great reviews, and we got great reviews from people who don't normally give great reviews. But the week that we became #1 was probably one of the most intense news weeks in terms of what was going on in the administration of the whole year. We expected maybe we could sneak in and that we would climb. So when we knocked Rage out of its #1 spot, like we didn't see it coming.
So you were a fashion editor at Essence magazine in 2005 when Mariah Carey had her The Emancipation of Mimi album out. Can you talk about how you guys became friends?
So I was invited to what I thought was your typical industry listening party for emancipation. What happened at this listening, I arrived in L.A. Reid sitting at this console with white flowers and candles, and there's like this very perfect, fabulous moment, and he starts playing the songs, right? When he put on Fly Like a Bird, I got up, went out into the hallway, called my editor-in-chief at the moment and said, look, I'm coming to your office tomorrow morning, and if you don't, I'm not leaving until you say Mariah Carey is gonna be on the cover. And Mariah Carey had never been on the cover of Essence before, and largely because this ambiguity around her Blackness. And there was this narrative that she'd never claimed that she was Black. So this was a big deal because I felt like Fly Like a Bird was just this perfect, like Black, spiritual woman's anthem.
Many of the stories shared in the book are making headlines. So I have to ask you, what is the most compelling story in the book?
The one where she first hear ODB's rap on Fantasy is just, it's hilarious. It's so good. And if you get the audible, you can hear it.
Me and Mariah go back like babies were pacifiers.
Now, Mariah also opened up about her exes. She said that Tommy Mottola was abusive and that she wasn't intimate with James Packer. What do you think made her comfortable to spill the tea?
It never felt like tea. I guess part of, if anything was shady, it was like who we didn't mention. There are several people who were quite worried about how they would be painted in the book, and they're not in there at all.
Well, Michaela Angela Davis, thank you so much. Congratulations again to you and Mariah. Yes, and DBL Nation, you can go pick up your copy of The Meaning of Mariah or download the Audible because, as you just heard, Michaela said it's awesome. We'll be right back.
Is your body...
Welcome back to DBL. It is time for some sweet, sweet deals. Earlier, Stephanie showed Tori some amazing products at even better prices. Here's this week's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com. All right,
right, what do you have for us today, Stephanie?
Hey Tori, I'm here at home and I've got some amazing products that you guys are gonna love. Now, a lot of us are working from home right now, so this is a really cool product to help you out.
Ooh.
It's the iHome Color LED swivel lamp with a wireless charger. So it's got a touch LED swivel lamp, so you can choose your light as bright or as low as you like. And it also charges your phone. It's got a pad on it here, so it's wireless. It's so cool. The best bit is as well, you can change the light to your favorite color, so it gets like mood lighting too. Now, this snazzy device is normally $90, but we've got it for $35, which means you're saving 61% on mood lighting and a charger.
Okay, so I'm thinking I'm sitting at the table, I'm cross-stitching, I've got a cool purple techno light, and it's like charging my phone.
Next, I've got something that's going to make your home smell amazing. It's the Pure Daily Care Ultimate Aromatherapy Diffuser and Essential Oil Set. So it comes in this beautiful oak grain diffuser, and you can pick whether you get it in a light or a dark wood. It comes with 7 different ambient light modes, which we love, and it also comes with all these amazing essential oils. You get 10 of them, and it comes in this stand so you can display them all together. These are normally $175, but we've got it for our viewers for $49, which means they're saving 72%.
Look at that! That's a beautiful setup. That is stunning.
Oh, it gets better. It gets better because, Tori, we all know that good cooking starts with the proper ingredients and what else? The proper tools.
The tools.
So I've got, oh yeah, look at these. And they match my apartment perfectly. So these are the Easy Slice 3-piece knife set. So this is a great way to get you started in the kitchen. So these are revolutionary knives. They just slice through food like a professional chef.
Whoa.
It's got like 0 friction. Look at this. It's cutting edge. It's on both sides of the blade, and it retains its sharpness, and it's really comfortable.
Yeah,
this handle is really good, and it's no slip. So normally this set is $50, but we've got them for $19. So that's saving 62%. And I think for a pack of 3 knives, and you've got a real variation here in sizing.
And that's all you need, isn't it?
That you can't go wrong. Last, we have got the perfect thing to make blending and contouring easier than ever. It's the Vanity Planet Blend Party 10-piece oval makeup brush kit. So this is a 10-piece vegan brush set, which will give you a flawless complexion due to its unique brush design. So this oval toothbrush design not only looks great, but it optimizes your makeup routine with a consistent application. Plus, the synthetic bristles really feel great and they hold their shape, and it means that you're not wasting any makeup. Now, Tori, normally these are $80 for a pack of 10, which is pretty good in itself.
Yeah, not bad.
But we've got them for $15, which means you're saving 81%.
Contour me some savings. Unbelievable. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com on your smartphone. Steph, thank you so much. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
Hello, I wonder.
Base resurfacing machine burst into flames in a hockey rink in upstate New York. Look at that. While the driver was operating it. However, no one was hurt at the time. The driver is okay. He managed to put out the flames once he got the Zamboni off the ice. Now that's a dang boss. The fact that he decided, I'm going to go ahead and move this off the ice and then I'm going to put out the flames, fearless.
How many Americans, percentage-wise, do you think know what a Zamboni is?
I didn't know until like a year ago.
Is Erica with us? Because
well,
she's
Erica
married to a
would know.
Canadian. That changes everything.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm married to a Canadian. I also know what the 5-hole is.
What? What's that, the 5-hole?
Between your legs.
It's
That's
when
a
they
hockey
do
term.
the puck between the
Jeff just
legs.
opened up his legs.
I was pointing at where the 5-hole was, and Sam got a weird visual because she's behind a desk.
Wow. Way to end the show, guys. DBL's new every day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, Erica.
Live.
Is Thanksgiving canceled this year because of coronavirus? Dr. Fauci has a warning.
You may have to bite the bullet and sacrifice that social gathering.
Head-turning Halloween decorations, one so realistic it has people calling 911. And is this the scariest spider ever? The author of Mariah Carey's tell-all book is spilling all the deets to DBL.
So there are several people who were quite worried.
And Demi Lovato gets political, performing her new song on the Billboard Awards.
Commander-in-Chief, honestly, if I did the things you do, I couldn't sleep.
Plus, a blast from the past with En Vogue.
Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Thank you, Chris. Welcome to DBL. It is Thursday, October 15th. I am Sam here with Jeff. Hey, hey.
What's up?
How are you?
I feel good.
You do?
Yeah.
You always feel good.
Friday Junior.
He's still trying to make that a thing, Erica. Erica joining us from home. How are you, E?
I'm wonderful. I just got a special delivery from my husband, so I was trying not to get him on the show.
What's a special delivery? Yeah, you need to clarify. What is that?
Oh, he printed out my script.
Oh, Anthony also Erica's assistant.
And he did it with that cute face. You know, he's all happy.
He's perfect. He really is. They both are. All right, let's get to the top of the stories. Unfortunate news, very sad news, 60,000. So that's how many cases of COVID-19 were reported in the United States just yesterday. That number has Dr. Fauci very worried about Thanksgiving. He has a warning no one wants to hear. Watch.
You may have to bite the bullet and sacrifice that social gathering unless you're pretty certain that the people that you're dealing with are not infected.
And also researchers say small house gatherings are spreading the virus the most. So DBL Nation, we want to hear from you. Are you canceling traditional Thanksgiving plans? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. This is so upsetting to me. I mean, this pandemic, I know, listen, we're all fortunate because we have not, lost any family members. We're all still working, and I'm very grateful for those blessings.
Right.
But we all want to see our family members. We all want to spend Thanksgiving with our family members. And I know that all of our DBL viewers must be feeling the same way. What are you going to do for Thanksgiving?
I'm going to have to skip it,
Me too.
in hopes that something comes before Christmas, right? I think Christmas, at least in my family, is the big family gathering. I could do without Thanksgiving. I could do FaceTime for Thanksgiving. But Christmas, hopefully there's something in place by then. The thing I want to push back a little bit here is the small gatherings spread the virus the most. I don't know how much I agree with that. If you're getting together with your neighbor or just a small group of people outside, that's more of a spreader than getting together at Sturgis or college parties or Vegas or football games or these giant, whatever they may be. Those aren't super spreaders?
Because I think they're more common. We just found out that our neighbor, our direct neighbor, has COVID. Thank goodness we never had any get-togethers with him, but we very well could have because we adore him. So I think, of course, Sturgis and all of those, Erica, and chime in, are super spreaders. But because there's such a commonality, people feel a lot more comfortable and confident meeting up with neighbors like we would have with our neighbor. We overlook the fact that this virus is still very contagious and very real. So I think my lucky stars that we never met up with our neighbor a week ago, which we easily could have, Erica, and now he has COVID.
Yeah, I think when you're dealing with smaller groups of people, there's this understanding of like, do we share the same philosophy on quarantine? Do we share the same philosophy on how we conduct ourselves? And then based on that little data, which isn't scientific at all, that's how we kind of make our decisions on who we're going to hang around. And then we're not practicing the same types of precautions that we would if they were strangers. I did get a chance to go home and see my family. It was something that we took months to plan, and we have been tested, and I have another test coming up in just a little bit, actually. So just doing those things gave us a little bit of confidence to get together, but as a result, we aren't going to get together for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, same. Wow. Well, we are all in this together, DBL Nation. Let me look at the megaphone. We got 54% of you say no. You're not canceling traditional Thanksgiving plans. Interesting. Write us in and let us know your plan and how you're going to do that. All right, so what about Halloween? We love Halloween, right? Well, bad news for trick-or-treaters. The CDC says it's really high risk for spreading COVID-19, but that's not stopping people from celebrating, thank goodness, like this home in LA. Whoa, the decorations make the house look like it's on fire. In fact, they did such a good job, neighbors actually called 911. Or this creative homeowner, ooh, I love that. That's in New York, you guys, and yes, that is a gigantic spider. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite holiday. My husband and I got married on Halloween. Erica, I know that you guys have been decorating. Can you tell us a little bit about your decor, and then I'll jump in as well. And then I want to know if you've started decorating.
Seems like a lot of work.
Oh, Erica.
Well, I got my Halloween decorations like 2 months ago. I completely bought out TJ Maxx and Ross. I love going there. It's like a scavenger hunt, you know? So I got, I think we have a picture. There's some photos of kind of like the theme.
Ooh, I like the skulls.
So we're going with, with the boots, like the witch boots and the broom. Yeah, I wanted to go a little, you know, like dark, but a little chic.
Erica, you're always
I wouldn't expect anything else.
I wouldn't either. My husband and I go all out. In fact, my husband makes our decorations. So we have some photos. He made so that's our huge scarecrow that he made.
You went pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, we go all out. That's his Jack Skellington that he made out of pipes, y'all. And then he went to Joann's Fabrics. And we just put skeletons all over the house. So we put skeletons all over the house, spiders, spider webs, and that's actually like really easy, inexpensive things you can do. Because you can go to Home Depot, get a skeleton for $30.
Yeah.
You can get spider webs off of Amazon for like $3. So those were like the inexpensive things we did. But actually by him making those two gigantic decorations, those were cheap too.
Yeah, and now that you have a home, you could store those away and then use them year after year. Was something like I didn't really put it in consideration because I'm so used to living in an apartment.
Right.
So we just had pumpkins this year, and plus, I'm just gonna get through pumpkins with Thanksgiving, and you know what I mean. And then I'm gonna go big for Christmas.
Are you? You always do.
I already have a Christmas. Listen, before you jump, we already have a ceramic one, like the Whoville Christmas tree, because we went to ceramics.
You didn't put it up yet, did you?
It's out. It's out.
Jeffrey?
Listen, the kids painted it with us, and it was like a family project, so we just put it out.
He's skipping Halloween.
I'm on your side, Jeff. I'm on your side.
You can't skip Halloween and Thanksgiving and go right to Christmas.
In 2020,
Sam, it's 2020. There are no rules. There are no rules in 2020.
I say just put up your Christmas tree and drink pumpkin spice and be happy. Don't read the internet. Be happy.
Okay. All right. I think we should go
Stay merry.
By
That's
holiday.
right.
All right. I'm in the minority. Okay. So speaking of the holiday season, remember buying gifts for Christmas or Hanukkah? Well, it looks like that's taking a hit too. More than half of Americans say they are cutting back on buying presents this year and even plan to skip the mall altogether. Meanwhile, what hasn't changed? Well, holiday travel. You'd expect flights to be cheaper, right? No, not the case. Experts say you should still book your flight early because just like any other year, tickets will be more expensive closer to the holidays. What are you doing for the kids this year? Are you going to be spending more? Like, I also read a different statistic saying that some parents, you know, the ones that are fortunate to still have jobs, will be buying more toys because they feel so guilty that their children aren't in school and missing out on so many play dates.
Right.
Where are you going to fall on this?
I want to give my kids the world, right? But I do want to teach them a lesson that they don't get 1,000 presents, right? If you really want one thing, and they're still little, right? So they don't even know that we're going to buy them one of those cars that they could both sit in. Oh! So it's like, that's their big Christmas present for both of them. I don't know why I'm sharing it with the whole world. But you know what I mean? That's their big present, and we're just going to give them a couple of small things to open. I don't want to spoil them, even though I want to. I want to teach them, like, listen, you have to be appreciative of the things that you have. Don't want for more.
You and I are very similar. I'm going to be doing the same thing. But Erica, I'm curious about you because, Erica, you are one of the most generous people I've ever met. Like, for instance, if anything great happens to any of our colleagues here, Erica will show up with a bottle of champagne. She's super generous. When you have kids, or if you choose to have kids, I should say, Erica, are you going to spoil them rotten or no?
No, not at all. I know people, I can only speculate, but my husband and I weren't raised that way, and I can't imagine that I would want to do that. I mean, to each his own, but I just know how I feel when I receive something that I haven't really earned. It just doesn't mean as much. So I wouldn't want to kind of ruin their experience by doing that, but I can understand the other side of why people choose to do that.
All right. No Kylie Jenner and Erica, I guess.
No, I think that's a good lesson. I mean, not to knock people who get their kids the world. I understand that too, but I think we're on the same boat. You got to teach them lessons, you know?
Mm-hmm. You do.
Yeah. I wish Erica would have said that. It would have came out more educated. I'm like, you don't get that stuff.
Erica, don't go away. Coming up on DBL, the biggest moments from the Billboard Music Awards. John Legend, Lizzo, Demi Lovato, and a major blast from the past from In Vogue, plus weakness in the workplace, the words and phrases you should avoid to maintain a sense of strength in the office or your home office. And as we go to break, we thank our coworkers who are producing the show from home because of this pandemic. We miss you. We'll be right back.
See yourself.
Welcome back to DBL. Working from home may have gotten you a little relaxed, like wearing sweatpants instead of suits, but apparently how we speak during work hours still matters. There are 4 words that one study says make you look weak to your coworkers. Any guess as what they might be?
No, I'm a little scared because I might say some of them.
Okay, well, here's one of them. The word like, as in we should pursue that plan, or is this a necessary step to take? Well, it undermines your efforts to present yourself as a leader. Next, never say just, as in I just think, or I just need, or I was just checking in on something. It shows a lack of control and confidence. Also, scrap saying as in, well, that's something that in principle should be, be done. Yeah, that's a lot of knows. You can come across as inexperienced and uncertain. And finally, do not say feel, as in I feel good about this design. It displays emotion rather than a sound conclusion. Okay, Jeff, so you were nervous about this. Are there any words that you feel like that you're saying?
I'm not sure how to feel about this. I think I'd say 3 out of 4 of those.
Really?
I definitely say I feel because, there's 8 hosts here and there's already too many cooks in the kitchen, so I have to speak for myself and be like, listen, I feel we shouldn't do that anymore, right? I feel like that's being, I feel like that's being assertive.
I say feel a lot too, Erica. I don't say the like, at least I hope I don't. If I do, please let me know if I'm saying
it's
like.
It's a survey.
No, I think this is really important, and I think that women have to be hyper conscious of this because unfortunately, just statistically, you know, women are not taken as seriously in the workplace, and then God forbid, I mean, that's not even breaking down if, you know, women of color are treated, it's even more difficult for them to be treated with respect in the workplace. So Erica, are you even more conscious of this?
It's so funny because a matter of 10 minutes ago, I sent an email and I went back and took out just. Because I was saying, I'm just following up. And then I went to, I'm following up on X, Y, and Z. Because I'm like, why am I saying just? I am following up. It should be, you know, more declarative. Declaration? What's that word?
Declarative? I know, I'm right there with you. I'm speaking of words, right? But it's true.
I got you.
But this is I think this is really great for everybody to take note of because you do get judged by things like this. And if you're already, the odds are stacked against you, why not adopt some of these? And I think we sometimes cushion.
But that, on the flip side to that coin, right? I get always, you're too aggressive, toxic masculinity, right? So if I say, listen, I'm just following up, and I use the word just, it takes the sting out of it.
That's
if I write you and say, I'm following up, I can't handle it, he's being too aggressive with me.
That's interesting.
So I think there's two sides to that
coin. And on the flip side, if I say just, I feel like I'm too passive. So
maybe something more to look into.
Okay.
Just saying.
I put in just a lot of times to soften that blow so I don't come across as aggressive because heaven forbid I have emotions. Then I'd be angry.
See? I hear you.
I know. All right, Erica, stick around. Coming up on DBL, Nicole Kidman reveals the role she lost out on to fellow A-lister Julia Roberts. And our medical pro, Dr. Payal Kohli, is clarifying the latest COVID-19 headlines. It is vital information you never want to miss. That's coming up next.
It's only...
Welcome back to DBL. The consistently evolving coronavirus news is a lot to keep up with and say with every day. And that's why our medical expert, Dr. Payal Kohli, joins us to give us just the facts. Earlier, Tori and I caught up with the doc. Take a look.
We want you to weigh in on this. The recent news out of the White House. A senior official has praised the concept of herd immunity. And I'm saying it like H-E-R-D, guys, like herd of a group of animals as a way out of the pandemic. But just this morning, Dr. Fauci had some very strong words about it. Let's take a look.
if you let infections rip, as it were, and say, let everybody get infected that's going to be able to be getting infected, and then we'll have herd immunity, quite frankly, that is nonsense.
Nonsense. Doc, can you remind us what that is, and do you think it's also nonsense?
So Tori, herd immunity is the concept that if enough people in the herd or the community have immunity to the virus, you can actually slow or stop the spread of the virus, and you can protect those in the herd that may not have immunity. So there's two ways to achieve herd immunity. One is through the vaccine, which is really the preferable way, and the other is what the White House administration is suggesting, which is to let it rip and just have people get infected and recover. And in addition to Dr. Fauci's nonsense, I would add that I think it's pure and simple insanity. Wow. The idea of using herd immunity as a public health strategy is ridiculous. It's going to result in essentially millions and millions of people dying unnecessarily. It's going to lead to the fact that a lot of people will have long-term complications. And as we've seen with reinfection occurring, it may not even last. So, you know, people are getting reinfected now for the second time. So even if you get the infection once, there's no guarantee that you'll have immunity. And to have herd immunity, you need to have sustained immunity.
Wow. Well, she didn't hold back on that.
No, and I like that. I think you kind of answered my question I'm about to ask here, doctor. It says some health experts have called herd immunity another term for mass murder. I don't even like that term. You kind of answered my question. I have a personal question that I want to ask you, Dr. Coley. Were you listening in when we talked about, I think it was Dr. Fauci, when he said the small gatherings are spreading this virus the most?
It's absolutely right, Jeff. Well, so what he means by that is that earlier in the pandemic, we were talking about the protests, the rallies, the large public gatherings that we thought were really driving the spread. But as you've seen all over the country, even here in Colorado for us, the numbers are going up like crazy. We had 1,000 new cases here in Colorado on Tuesday. Yeah. We're having 50,000 new cases a day in the country. And that's really being driven by those small gatherings because people have been lulled into this sense of complacency that if it's only 2 or 3 families or 2 or 3 people getting together, it's okay. But what they're not realizing is that you have to be going steady with those 2 or 3 families. So you can't have 2 or 3 different families every weekend because by definition, that's almost like getting all those people together in one big gathering when you're getting them together, you know, every weekend, even if they're in smaller gatherings. So I think that's concerning because Thanksgiving is coming, Christmas is coming, people want to get together, they want to celebrate with their families, but it's really these small gatherings that are now fueling the numbers that we're seeing in the country.
Scary, and they're happening so much more often than those big gatherings too. We also just learned about the first case of reinfection in North America. People have been asking me about this all day. What impact does this have on herd immunity?
You know, you guys, this is behaving more and more like the common cold. So if the immunity doesn't sustain, you know, herd immunity is not going to be possible. So we have to think about that because if we can catch it multiple times, then herd immunity, whether it's through vaccine or through natural infection, is going to be much harder to achieve.
Wow. Wow, wow. Reinfection, not something I wanted to hear about. Thank you so much for at least easing my mind on what to do and letting everybody know the actual facts. We really appreciate it. Thanks, Doc. We'll be right back. A man convicted of rape, sentenced to life without a shred of evidence.
I knew I had been set up. I knew I had been framed.
Don't miss our series, Freedom Files, Wrongfully Convicted, tomorrow on DBL.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Welcome back to DBL. We love reading your comments. I know that you guys are sending me comments, but we still do not have them. Okay.
You know, I was texting with Kelly Schubert. She's watching the show. Hi, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
And she's with me. She's like, I'm all about doing Christmas right now.
No, 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 no.
I'm telling people, it puts a smile on people's faces. If they want to do it in private, let them do what they want to do.
In private?
You know, like you don't have to put it on Instagram. You can go home and listen to songs so people don't think you're crazy.
Okay. I still have the firm belief of one holiday at a time. But I'm glad that it makes you happy. That's all that matters. If you're sticking around, here's what's coming up on DBL. A Zamboni catches fire, and it's all caught on camera. And the top moments from last night's Billboard Music Awards. We'll be right back.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. That was In Vogue, of course, bringing the house down with their 90s hit Free Your Mind at the Billboard Music Awards last night. I'm Sam, here with Jeff. Love me some In Vogue. Erica, did you die when you heard them sing that? Erica joining us from home.
Girl, In Vogue showed up. Sheila E. showed up, okay?
And
how
Brandy.
much of a baddie is Sheila E.? Oh, yeah, Brandy. Well, we had to have Brandy, yes.
I know.
Yes, this has been Brandy's year.
Yes, it was a really good show last night. Now, it's becoming the new normal, of course. Last night, Billboard put on yet another award show, but without the live audience. Host Kelly Clarkson did her best to bring the energy into the empty Dolby Theater, kicking things off with her rendition of Steve Winwood's Higher Love. Now, some moments that stood out. Lizzo accepted her award for top song sales wearing a black and white vote dress. She encouraged people to use their voice and refuse to be suppressed. And Demi Lovato performed her controversial new song, Commander-in-Chief. Watch.
We were top.
The word vote on the screen behind her, but that was cut out of the television broadcast. Now, Erica, what did you think of the format and then also the political messages? Because I just want to let you know, because I was reading the comments, Demi is getting a lot of pushback for her song about President Trump. But while some people are saying, you know, good for her for risking her fan base, because Demi Lovato actually responded to the criticism by saying her integrity means more to her than her fans. So she said if she's going to lose fans, she's okay with that.
Well, I'm going to botch this quote, but it goes something to the effect of, if you don't have critics and adversaries, you're likely not doing anything of importance. And I truly believe that when people decide to take a stand for what they believe in, they're not doing so to be popular. They're doing so because they can't imagine living a life without living in their truth. And the idea of so many people saying to get out and vote, it's just reinforcing what our lack of civics classes in our education has really yet to do, because I've sat down with a couple of my younger relatives to watch over them to make sure that they were registering to vote. So I don't think you could ever say make sure you vote too many times.
Yeah, and like I said, I've turned around on this one a little bit, Sam, because I think it's more their responsibility to do something like this, because I think they're going to get more pushback if they don't do something like this and use their voice and use their platform for things they want to the agenda they want to push. But it's also, you're right, not to watch, right? So I'm going to push back on this a little bit. I had my finger on the fast forward button almost the whole show.
Really? What didn't you like about it?
You know what, Sam? I'm just kind of I'm over it. I'm just over it. I got an analogy I'm going to throw at you and see if you get this. You understand how now big corporations are learning that they don't need as much office space now that everyone's working from home, and they're like, you know what? We don't need all that. That was a waste. We shouldn't have all that office space. We're going to let some people work from home, and then when things go back to normal, we're going to keep it like that. I hope they eliminate some of these award shows because I don't need it anymore. We're finding out we don't need it. Keep the big ones, keep the Grammys, keep the Oscars, keep the big ones. There's too many award shows, and I don't care who wins. I don't need to see Taylor Swift pick up her 259th award of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm kind of over it. Sorry, guys.
No, I don't think you should apologize. Listen, for me, it's escapism. Like, I loved seeing all the nostalgic songs from last night, but I understand that at the same time, it feels a little gratuitous when you see, you know, very wealthy, beloved individuals come and then just accept awards, right? It feels that way, but.
Kelly Clarkson did a good job, though. With nobody in the audience, she did a good job.
She's just so likable. Yeah. She really is. Okay, so Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant are teaming up on a new HBO limited series called The Undoing. But the pair were almost co-stars back in 1999. Nicole says she auditioned for the role of Anna in the film Notting Hill. Can you imagine? So during a conversation with Hugh for Marie Claire, Nicole revealed why she thinks the role went to Julia Roberts instead. Watch.
It was not a big role, and I really wanted the role that Julia Roberts played in Notting Hill. But, yeah, I did, but I wasn't well known enough, and I wasn't talented enough. But yeah, so finally our paths aligned.
Yeah, I think all in due time, right? Erica, was there ever a gig that you were up for? And I know we've had this discussion before on the show, but you look back on it and you go, okay, I understand why I wasn't supposed to be that radio girl at that. Okay, you're shaking your head. Please fill us in.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I tell the story about MTV, and I was like on the 3rd round of auditions, and I wanted this so badly. But when I completely bombed this audition and the casting director told me that I just wasn't ready, when I saw who the people were and how they actually performed in front of the camera, I understood I wasn't ready, and I understood that I should never have been considered for that position. But then, you know, I took my time and paid my dues, and then I booked this 10 years later. So, you know, just be patient.
Yeah. I think it's fascinating. I love when they go behind the scenes. I would love to do a show like Almost Had It or a podcast.
Yes.
Something like that, because I have stories, and I'm nobody, up to Leonardo DiCaprio on movies that he's even passed on.
Right.
And what would that movie have been like with Leonardo DiCaprio or without him? So I love these stories. Nicole Kidman saying, at her point in her career, she's thinking kind of like, I could get behind that. Like, I wasn't ready. Julia Roberts was a better person. I've had auditions where I'm like, at the time, that's perfect for me. And then 5 years later, you're like, what would have been terrible for that?
Or you realize how terrible you were. That's me. Like, literally, I remember auditioning for certain things and being like, oh my God, I'm perfect for this. I have to get this. And then fast forward a few years later, like 10 years later, after you finally honed your craft, you understand how green means inexperienced, how green you were and terrible you were, me, in the beginning.
But
so
what a great life self-motivation that you realize how bad you were back then and how much you've grown, and that you wouldn't have been ready for that part anyway. That doesn't necessarily just stick with Hollywood. It's anything in life.
Exactly.
Right?
You got what is that? There's a book like 10,000 Hours, I believe it's called. Read that book. It tells you why it's so important to like get to that experience level, and then you're an expert, so to speak. Okay, so Showtime announced that Dexter is coming back for a 10-episode limited series. I can't wait.
You're a Dexter fan?
Huge Dexter
Me too.
fan. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the show starred, of course, Michael C. Hall as a forensic blood splatter analysis by day and a serial killer who murders bad guys by night, but many fans were disappointed with the ending. That saw Dexter living in a cabin in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so you're a huge Dexter fan. Did you like the way that you didn't like the ending?
No, and I don't want, listen, if you haven't watched Dexter, this is the perfect binge show. I was binging this show before binging was a thing. I went to Blockbusters all around Chicagoland to get the next episode, and I'd call me like crack. I'm like, hey, do you have season 4, episode 6? And they're like, no. I'm like, I gotta call. I gotta go to the suburbs.
But you hated the ending, so you're ready to.
I don't want to ruin the ending, but yes, I didn't like how it ended.
Erica, did you watch Dexter? Did you like the ending, or was there a different series that you would like to see done over, so to speak?
I did not watch Dexter. Murder's not my jam. But being Mary Jane, I really needed a full season, or like a whole season of that. So that was Gabrielle Union's show on BET. And the last season, they decided to make into a made-for-TV movie. So they tried to wrap up all the loose ends. I needed a slow rollout in order to wrap it all up. I need a new final season.
Okay.
What's yours? Dexter was mine.
Okay, so I did not like the way Breaking Bad ended, and I don't want to do a spoiler alert. So I know I'm even getting like, we have one person here in the studio, our executive producer.
I thought it ended pretty good.
I did not like the ending. I was so disappointed. I'm not going to give it away, but I hated the ending. I would like to see a do-over with Breaking Bad.
Here it is right here. We don't want to spoil anything.
And without sounding redundant, I hated the ending of Anne with an E because it was abruptly taken away.
Is it over?
Yeah, because it was canceled. Why are you laughing?
Well, I think that kind of speaks for itself.
What do you mean? There's 1 million people that wanted to come back on the air.
It doesn't get canceled if 1 million people are watching.
Wow.
Sounds like 4.
What?
How many seasons was it?
4.
It got that far?
Yeah, it did get that far. You need to watch it.
Spoil the ending for us. What happened?
I can't tell you because I'm sure there's a lot of our viewers are going to start binge watching it, so I'm not going. Erica, stop. Both of you, stop. We want to give a big DBL shout out to John Cena. Cena,
yeah.
Okay, he's a married man. He tied the knot with a Canadian project manager named Shay. The two have been linked since March of last year. John was formerly engaged, you remember, to former wrestler Nikki Bella. The two split in 2018. Okay, a lot of people were surprised by this, Erica. Were you surprised?
Not at all. You gotta love a Canadian. I couldn't even say it.
Erica getting choked up when she talked about Canadians.
I don't know if I was surprised.
Okay, Erica wasn't surprised. Why do you think so many people were surprised by this? Just because they thought he would get back together with Nikki Bella?
Yeah, and she's moved on and had a baby and things like that. So I think people just know them together. Even when we put it right now, we're like, he used to date, you know, that's terrible. Let's just be happy for John and his new girl. What if every time they're like, Sam, and then they showed a picture of their old boyfriend when you're trying to move on?
Ugh, no thanks. Gosh, I still have a tattoo of that guy. I need to get it blacked out.
Do you want to talk about it?
What do you mean? You know.
I'll let it go. I'll let it go.
Let that one
I'll let it go. I already got you with Ann with an E. We'll let this one go.
Erica, stick around. Look at Erica. Fire and ice. Watch as a Zamboni bursts into flames. Whoa, that's on an ice rink, of course. And we're chatting with the author who collaborated with Mariah Carey on her best-selling new book, Uncovering the Secrets of a Star. That's coming up next. Welcome back to DBL. While Mariah Carey was planning a big Christmas special for fans, she received news that her new memoir went straight to #1. And earlier, Lindsay spoke with author Michaela Angela Davis about the book that's making headlines. Take a look.
Michaela Angela Davis, congratulations on The Meaning of Mariah. It became a New York Times #1 best-selling book already. So how did you, Mariah, feel? What did you guys talk about when that happened?
I think when Mariah and I called each other, like we screamed for a good straight 30 seconds. We gagged. I mean, we really screamed. And why it was so surprising and so significant, we got great reviews. And we got great reviews from people who don't normally give great reviews. But the week that we became #1 was probably one of the most intense news weeks in terms of what was going on in the administration of the whole year. We expected maybe we could sneak in and that we would climb. So when we knocked Rage out of its #1 spot, like we didn't see it coming.
So you were a fashion editor at Essence magazine in 2005 when Mariah Carey had her The Emancipation of Mimi album out. Can you talk about how you guys became friends?
So I was invited to what I thought was your typical industry listening party for emancipation. What happened at this listening, I arrived and L.A. Reid's sitting at this console with white flowers and candles, and there's like this very perfect, fabulous moment, and he starts playing the songs, right? When he put on Fly Like a Bird, I got up, went out into the hallway, called my editor-in-chief at the moment and said, look, I'm coming to your office tomorrow morning, and if you don't, I'm not leaving until you say Mariah Carey is gonna be on the cover. And Mariah Carey had never been on the cover of Essence before, and largely because this ambiguity around her blackness. And there was this narrative that she'd never claimed that she was Black. So this was a big deal because I felt like Fly Like a Bird was just this perfect, like Black, spiritual woman's anthem.
Many of the stories shared in the book are making headlines. So I have to ask you, what is the most compelling story in the book?
The one where she first hear ODB's rap on Fantasy is just, it's hilarious. It's so good. And if you get the audible, you can hear it.
Me and Mariah go back like babies with pacifiers.
Now, Mariah also opened up about her exes. She said that Tommy Mottola was abusive and that she wasn't intimate with James Packer. What do you think made her comfortable to spill the tea?
It never felt like tea. I guess part of, if anything was shady, it was like who we didn't mention. There are several people who were quite worried about how they would be painted in the book, and they're not in there at all.
Well, Michaela Angela Davis, thank you so much. Congratulations again to you and Mariah. Yes, and DBL Nation, you can go pick up your copy of The Meaning of Mariah or download the Audible because, as you just heard, Michaela said it's awesome. We'll be right back.
Is your body storing?
DBL, it is time for some sweet, sweet deals. Earlier, Stephanie showed Tori some amazing products at even better prices. Here's this week's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com. All right, what do you have for us today, Stephanie?
Hey Tori, I'm here at home and I've got some amazing products that you guys are gonna love. Now, a lot of us are working from home right now, so this is a really cool product to help you out. Ooh. It's the iHome Color LED swivel lamp with a wireless charger. So it's got a touch LED swivel lamp, so you can choose your light as bright or as low as you like, and it also charges your phone. It's got a pad on it here, so it's wireless. It's so cool. The best bit is as well, you can change the light to your favorite color, so it gets like mood lighting too. Now, this snazzy device is normally $90, but we've got it for $35, which means you're saving 61% on mood lighting and a charger.
Okay, so I'm thinking, I'm sitting at the table, I'm cross-stitching, I've got a cool purple techno light, and it's like charging my phone.
Next, I've got something that's gonna make your home smell amazing. It's the Pure Daily Care Ultimate Aromatherapy Diffuser and Essential Oil Set. So it comes in this beautiful oak grain diffuser, and you can pick whether you get it in a light or a dark wood. It comes with 7 different ambient light modes, which we love, and it also comes with all these amazing essential oils. You get 10 of them, and it comes in this stand so you can display them all together. These are normally $175, but we've got it for our viewers for $49, which means they're saving 72%.
Look at that. That's a beautiful setup. That is stunning.
Oh, it gets better. It gets better because, Tori, we all know that good cooking starts with the proper ingredients and what else? The proper tools.
The tools.
So I've got, oh yeah, look at these. And they match my apartment perfectly. So these are the Easy Slice 3-piece knife set. So this is a great way to get you started in the kitchen. So these are revolutionary knives. They just slice through food like a professional chef.
Whoa.
It's got like 0 friction. Look at this. It's cutting edge. It's on both sides of the blade, and it retains its sharpness, and it's really comfortable.
Yeah,
this handle is really good, and it's no slip. So normally this set is $50, but we've got them for $19. So that's saving 62%. And I think for a pack of 3 knives, and you've got a real variation here in sizing.
And that's all you need, isn't it?
That you can't go wrong. Last, we have got the perfect thing to make blending and contouring easier than ever. It's the Vanity Planet Blend Party 10-piece oval makeup brush kit. So this is a 10-piece vegan brush set, which will give you a flawless complexion due to its unique brush design. So this oval toothbrush design not only looks great, but it optimizes your makeup routine with a consistent application. Plus, the synthetic bristles really feel great and they hold their shape, and it means that you're not wasting any makeup. Now, Tori, normally these are $80 for a pack of 10, which is pretty good in itself.
Yeah, not bad.
But we've got them for $15, which means you're saving 81%.
Contour me some savings. Unbelievable. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com on your smartphone. Steph, thank you so much. We'll be right back. DBL. Now, before we go, check out this video of a Zamboni on fire. The ice resurfacing machine burst into flames in a hockey rink in upstate New York. Look at that. While the driver was operating it. However, no one was hurt at the time. The driver is okay. He managed to put out the flames once he got the Zamboni off the ice. Now, that's a dang boss. The fact that he decided, I'm going to go ahead and move this off the ice, and then I'm going to put out the flames, fearless.
How many Americans, percentage-wise, do you think know what a Zamboni is?
I didn't know until like a year ago.
Is Erica with us? Because
well,
she's
Erica
married to a
would know.
Canadian. That changes everything.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm married to a Canadian. I also know what the 5-hole is.
What? What's that, the 5-hole?
Between your legs.
It's
That's
when
a
they
hockey
do
term.
the puck between the
Jeff just
legs.
opened up his legs.
I was pointing at where the 5-hole was, and Sam got a weird visual because she's behind a desk.
Wow. Way to end the show, guys. DBL's new every day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, Erica.
Thank you.